think that Mike White shouldn't have been forced out at Gainesville as the Gators basketball coach. But at the same time, you can really like Todd Golden. Those two things, somewhat competitive, but to me, they're both true. And one other thing from the weekend that I guess are competing thoughts, but are at the same time both true. The All-Star game, the NBA All-Star game is a joke, but it's fun to watch. I mean, those two things are also true. If you're looking for lockdown defense and intensity, then you tuned into the wrong game last night. Really, this trend has been emerging for a while. Saturday night is now better than the game. In fact, just pure basketball, I'd rather watch the Futures game on Friday night than the NBA All-Star game.
Way more competitive.
I mean, look, it's fun to see guys, cross over through the defender's legs. It's fun to watch Dame Lillard literally pull up for just standing jump shots from half court. That man can shoot the basketball now.
Yeah, so unreal. He doesn't get the love he deserves, really.
Yeah, he needs a title there with the Bucks, and I don't know what that Giannis cat he's aligned with. They're going to get there. But Dame won the three-point contest for the second straight year on Saturday night, and then went out and won the MVP yesterday. It really could have given to about two or three different people. How you determine the MVP in an All-Star game is a little bit more difficult because everybody is making plays. Everybody's scoring. Karl-Anthony Towns had 50 last night, and it's...
It was a quiet 50.
Yeah, right? Is there such a thing? Well, there is when you literally allow 200 points. The irony here is the NBA said, hey, we'd like a little more effort in the All-Star game, and then the teams promptly went out and allowed 200. Yeah, no, we're going to take a pass on that. Passing something that was rare at last night's All-Star game, too. I don't know what this fascination is with the three. But, man, that All-Star game certainly these dudes just want to jack up three-pointers,
Yeah, they want to jack them up from deep, too.
And by the way, there ain't nothing like starry about that. I got 15-year-olds all over the country that can jack up threes, boys. Feel free to give me a crossover, a spin move, a great pass, a no-look, a dunk. Feel free to give me some of that because I am way beyond being impressed by a 6'7" swing man pull up and hit a three. Not doing it for me. What if they made the All-Star game next year and they made it illegal to shoot a three?
Oh, they'd be hurting.
It'd be fun, is what it'd be. All right, you ready for this one? This is just stupid, dude. How many three-pointers do you think the East took last night on their way to 211 points?
Oh, plus 50 for sure.
Yeah. Higher.
Damn, 80?
Higher.
Over 100?
97 three-pointers, dude.
Wow.
Now tell me what's exciting about that. Seriously, tell me what's entertaining. These dudes that make $20 million a year, they just don't know how good they have it, do they? One time a year, we vote you jokers in to play basketball at your best. And what do y'all do? You put on this nonsensical show of three-point shooting. 97, E.T. 97. You know how many free throws they shot?
30.
4.
Wow.
Does that tell you anything about the defense? You know how many free throws the Western Conference shot?
10.
1. By the way, the West fired up 71. So if your idea of good basketball is for 168 three-pointers to be launched and 5 free throws to be attempted, then the NBA All-Star Game is for you. Now, look, that said, it's fun to see some of the hijinks, the high-flying, the acts, but it's drifted away. That used to be fun. If you want to clear the lane and let a dude see if he can do a windmill, helicopter, alley-oop dunk, I'm all for it. If you want to back off and see, this guy can back up another 3 feet and shoot the three, I'll go to the park and do that myself, bro. I mean, if the All-Star Game, if identifying the best talent in the entire globe, if the idea is just who can make an open three, I got news for you. The All-Star Game could include about 8 million people. There are about 8 million people walking God's green earth that could confidently go out and knock down 42 of 97 from three. That's what the East did last night. 42 for 97. Is that fun?
Damn.
Is that fun, though? Is it fun to watch them shoot 168 three-pointers? Isn't that what the three-point contest was about? I don't know about you, E.T. I have totally lost my wow factor when it comes to a logo three. Those don't even do it for me anymore. I guess I got mildly interested when Dame at the end of the game, literally from a standstill at half court, just rose up with a free-form jumper. I don't know how that's possible. But there were the fun moments. Like I said, the weekend overall, it's pretty fun. Yeah, whoever said white men can't jump, whoever wrote that script and then rewrote it again, never saw Mac McClung.
Right.
That dude's got some hops. He's played a whopping 4 games, but the NBA loves to drag him up for that dunk contest.
Yeah, they do. He got some bunnies.
Yeah, he's. But the dunk contest was good. Yeah, I thought he was real similar to Jaylen Brown. You know, could have gone either way. Yeah, you're McClung all the way.
All the way.
Yeah. I feel you. The Steph versus Sabrina Ionescu was spectacular.
That was.
She can shoot.
Yep.
See, again, put her in the NBA All-Star game, bro. You want to really up women's basketball? Put some of these sharp-shooting WNBA girls in the game and play the same defense on them that you play on each other, and then let's see if you get embarrassed when they go for 33. I don't know. I don't know what will stop the supposed embarrassment of allowing 211 points as any kind of competitor. So anyway, Saturday night was fun. The All-Star game itself marks the halfway point. It's just lost its all competitive fire, and it's kind of symptomatic, symbolic of what the NBA has become and why it is losing fans. And by the way, they've completely given up on just Joe professional 9 to 5 watching the game, haven't they, E? I mean, you started, so why can't the game be at 5 o'clock on Sunday? What is it that the TV execs think people are doing in the middle of February at 4 or 5 in the afternoon? First of all, up north, it's like pitch black dark. The weather's terrible. There's nothing going on. There's no college basketball to speak of. Why do you play the game at 8:40 and just invite the entire world to go to sleep at halftime? Why? It makes no sense. I swear these sports and these leagues are killing themselves with their TV policies, man. And where they're putting them on and how they're playing these games. They're losing fans left and right. They don't even care. I don't know. At some point, does the TV revenue stop strolling? I mean, how many years in a row can the NBA Finals earn less than a 10 rating and still command all the cash to show them? I guess we'll see. So anyway, college basketball, and these two things can both be true. You can think Mike White got screwed. You can think Gator basketball fan got way over entitled. And it wasn't the fact that you wanted a new head coach. Respectfully said, I probably would have never had a problem with that. It was the way that y'all said it, some of you, not all of you. Most fans are rational. They're reasonable. They don't always agree. Mine was with the small segment of Mike White fan who or non-fan, I guess, Gator basketball fan, who suddenly thought they were John Wooden and understood more about basketball than, just me in general, but much less people of a higher, basketball IQ, right? So I really think that ugly, obnoxious, small segment of Gator basketball, and not all people who wanted a coaching change, not all people who acted that way. It's not even for them. But I thought Mike White did what Florida basketball coaches are expected to do. He went to the tournament almost every year, won 20 games almost every year. They were, when the season tipped off, a candidate. I personally feel like you're not getting another Billy Donovan at Florida. You're not Kentucky. You're not Kansas. You're not Duke or North Carolina. But I'm also learning that these two things can also be true. You can feel Mike White maybe was treated a little unfairly, and you can love Todd Golden. Here's what I love about Todd Golden, whose Gators got to win, ironically enough, over Mike White this weekend. Florida is shooting up the bracketology charts. They are rising in the court of public opinion. And who knows, depending on how these last 6, 7, and then the conference tournament games go, just how high a peak this Florida basketball team may hit. They've won 7 out of 8. The only loss in that stretch was a one-pointer at Texas A&M that they led by double digits in the second half. They have a way of making it a game. Either they jump out to a big lead and seemingly watch it disappear, or they fall behind by double digits, as they did in Athens on Saturday, and they fight back. What I really love about Golden, I'll leave the coaching nuances and strategy to the higher basketball IQs that, have coached the game and commentate on the game. I like this dude's eye for talent is what I like. That's a roster he's got down there, and he did 1 year, man. 1 year. The newcomers. Most through the transfer portal, but a couple that were assigned the good old-fashioned way. I mean, the Gators are doing it really with 6 of their top 7 players haven't been there a year. Haven't been on campus 6-8 months. Now, can you employ this strategy year in, year out and be a big boy in college basketball? I know you can do it at the level of basketball that Golden came from. In fact, it's the only way you can do it. Or will, as Florida basketball rises, will the recruiting, more traditional recruiting of high school players yield, some McDonald's All-Americans? We shall see. But they're playing terrific, and they're playing terrific because Todd Golden went out between year 1 and year 2 and put together a hell of a basketball team. They're good. They have an experienced, composed backcourt. And Clayton and Pullen are terrific. They'll be one of the best backcourts, at least the makeup, in the entire NCAA tournament. Now, look, there are a lot of good backcourts in college basketball, but these guys have what you want when you head into March Madness. A lot of experience. They've got size. They've got stones to make plays. He's put together this fascinating group of bigs. Again, most transfers, Hanglotten, Tyrese Samuel, and then signing Alex Condon and Alex Wall. These dudes get in and up and down and around the hoop and make plays. They're a great offensive rebounding basketball team. You sprinkle in some Riley Kugel, who at times plays like a lottery pick. Florida has a penchant for not playing defense at some important times, and that may do them in. But terrific win. They continue to shoot up. They're now into the top 30 of the RPI, the net rankings. By the way, they picked up another important quad 1 win this weekend. Wait, you say, what do you mean, Jeff? Georgia's not a quad 1 win, is it? Nope. But Pitt has played their way up the net ranking, so Florida's neutral court win over Pitt way back before in December, maybe even November, now counts as a quad 1 win. So another little cherry to the Florida resume comes in the form of getting another quad 1 win based on what Pitt has become since they beat them. And by the way, Florida's win at Georgia also jumped them up 2 spots in the net ranking and handed Texas A&M, among others, another quad 1 win. Texas A&M I bring up because they are on the bubble. Some other teams that have beaten Florida don't necessarily need quad 1 wins. All right, boogity. Had to wait for a day. I got some tough questions for our man E.T. when we come back on the other side, and what some would consider an outrageous suggestion, but one I feel would take the sport to another level. All that and more up and rolling. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorceMenOnly.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Believe in the unbelievable. Unbelievable! 1010XL.
I can't believe it!
We're hearing is believing.
Unbelievable!
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman. man, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
Are you suffering from shoulder pain? If you have clicking and popping in the shoulder joint, persistent pain that intensifies with use, an inability to lift your arm over your head, or a tingling, burning sensation in the shoulder, elbow, or wrist, waiting to see a doctor could make your injury worse. Baptist Health and Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute have innovative and effective treatment options available right now to relieve your pain and restore your mobility. Don't wait. Call 904-JOI-2000.
Local 234 Plumbers, Pipe Fitters, and HVAC Technicians is now taking applications for their state-certified apprenticeship program. As an apprentice, you'll receive excellent benefits, higher pay, job placement, and even earn college credit. The 5-year programs include plumbing, pipe fitting, welding, and HVAC. A career as a journeyman means stability and security. For more information, visit ua234.com/apprenticeship. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey for Tire Outlet. Are you tired of overpaying for tires? Well, cruise into Tire Outlet for the best selection, best quality, and best prices on the tires you need to keep you and your family safe on the road. With over 40 years of experience and 15 locations across Florida, Tire Outlet is the brand you can trust to perform great service at a great price. Our expert technicians are ready to do the maintenance and repairs to keep your vehicle performing its best. Tire Outlet. Wholesale prices. Premium service.
Tire Outlet.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Go inside your home team's locker room with Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline.
Check out my blog at 1010XL.com.
So you can catch all the news and nuggets you need to know.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reese Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden chance to score a deal that will make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months, or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors. Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road and in McClenny.
Coastal Equipment.
Electricians, innovators, and tech enthusiasts, listen up. Miller Electric is shaping the future, and we want you to be a part of it. From healthcare and data centers, corporate offices, aviation, and industrial facilities, Miller Electric is powering the most exciting projects in Jacksonville and beyond. We offer not just a job, but a thrilling career with great pay and incredible benefits. Visit us at millercareers.com to apply. Miller Electric, where your skills meet our vision, an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, it's Angela and Brian Wall. How many companies do you know in this day and age that actually want their potential customers to call their competition and get quotes from them?
That's what WindoWorld wants you to do. WindoWorld knows there are other window companies out there, but we also know those other guys. When compared to WindoWorld, they can't offer you the quality at the price that WindoWorld can.
And with WindoWorld, you get the absolute best guarantee there is in the window replacement business.
If anything goes wrong with your new WindoWorld windows, 5 years from now, 10, 15, 50, WindoWorld and I will be there to fix it for you. You get peace of mind with WindoWorld, and to top it off, WindoWorld windows increase the value of your home. So look what you get with WindoWorld. Quality windows, low price, the best guarantee in the business, energy savings, and an increase in the value of your home. A win-win for you.
Call WindoWorld today and get your free in-home estimate, or see them online at windowworldneflorida.com.
WindoWorld, simply the best for less. Thank you for your business.
WindoWorld also offers energy-efficient doors.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Fast cars. Put in the garage for another day. They're going to have a busy day down at Daytona today now.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, they're going to do I don't know how they break up their divisions anymore. Y'all NASCAR fans know they're going to do the double-A race. What is it? Nationwide, Xfinity. What do y'all even call it anymore? That's a danger in sport. It really is. I mean, a dude like me that follows every sport, if not out of necessity or desire, out of curiosity, and if a guy like me can't keep up with all the shifting titles, you're doing it wrong, man. But y'all do you. Keep putting your sports on at midnight. Keep changing it. Keep bowing to corporate and watch your ratings go down, down, down. Eventually, it's going to catch up with you, man. Eventually, it's going to catch up. At some point, you put on a product that doesn't get any higher ratings than 60 Minutes. Then, anywho, I digress. Can I give a pest of the day, though?
Oh.
I know two things can be true. The All-Star Game can be a joke, but it can also be fun to watch. Can I pass it today to the joke part of it? And this is just more the thumbing of the nose from the players to the dudes that pay them all this money. I mean, nobody gets overpaid like an NBA player. You feel me? Is that fair?
That's fair.
I mean, $50 million a year, dude, to run around half interested. Come on, man. To never get hurt, to play this little prissy sport where all you care about is dabs and numbers. Come on, man. Y'all don't even try anymore in the NBA. It's in the regular season. Look at the scoring in the regular season. These dudes don't try. Their 6-8 teams feel like they got a chance. They'll actually start trying when we get to the postseason. But in the meantime, they treat everything like it's and one, dude. And the All-Star Game is the ultimate example of this. But I'm going to go pest of the day to the players in the All-Star Game, and I'll tell you why. Pest of the day brought to you by Mission Pest Solutions, and that's exactly what you get with Mission Pest Solutions. You also get a veteran and locally owned pest control company. Jacksonville native Russell Skinner, 10-year Navy pilot Tyler Taranez, doing it right. Read the Google reviews. They're going to blow your mind with their communication, response time. When you call 944-PEST, not only are you going to get a 25% discount on your initial pest or termite service, but you're also going to speak directly with the owners. It's not Mission Pest Control. It's Mission Pest Solutions. What you get with Mission Pest. For months, the commissioner of the league has been stressing the importance of having a more competitive product at the All-Star Game. Commissioner Adam Silver doubled down on that Saturday night. This is what he said. Quote, I think we're going to see a good game. They asked the players, I would say supposedly nicely, hey, man, y'all try a little bit. Hey, let's go out this year and don't just spread the court with 10 guys, no closer than 10 feet from each other, fire up threes and windmill dunks. Play a little bit of basketball for the fans this year, could you? Hey, man, do y'all mind maybe, I don't know, even if it's zone, pretending like you play defense? And after all that, what did the players do? Did they listen? Or did they go out and combine for 297 points? I mean, are you kidding me, dude? 211, 186. First time 200 points has ever been eclipsed. So let me get this. Your commissioner, those that have made this league what it is, that pays those incredibly stupid salaries that you make, your commissioner thinks, yeah, maybe it'd be a good idea if we tried for a few years, and you jokers went out and said, bleep you, give me the ball. Silver was annoyed after the game. You could tell in his, at the post game, they give out the MVP and the trophy. To the Eastern Conference All-Stars, you scored the most points. Well, congratulations. And I get it, man. That's not basketball. It's really not. Include that, what they have now turned the All-Star game into used to be what the Saturday night was. Right? If I want to know who's the best at shooting threes and the best at dunking, we have a 3-point and a dunk contest. I don't know what you can do at this stage to make them play. They refuse to play hardy. They just grab ass each other and high five and shimmy and hip shake and think what they're doing is reinventing the wheel, I guess. But ain't nobody happy. I don't know, man. On the text line, Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. First of all, if you're up at 6:32, I'm guessing you didn't watch the game. Quite frankly. When they started at 8, first of all, they tell you they started at 80, and then they slide it in about 8:45,
right?
bro. Come on, man.
It was a pregame that I really didn't care to see.
So anyway, I don't know, man. I give it a try. I love the NBA. I love the stars, but I like how the NBA All-Star Game used to be played. There was some pride, man. They're all just showboats now, man. Like competition. They're all just the TikTok generation of sports. There aren't many just tried and true grit and guts athletes in the NBA. They're all a bunch of posers, man. A lot of posing last night.
Yeah.
297 points. Yeah, we'll try harder. Sure we will. All right, here's my idea for Daytona. So I said they had a busy day. First of all, are y'all going to go down, or you just said it's too late now? You're not doing it.
The race starts at 4.
Yeah. It's about 8:30. Yeah. Maybe you go down for first half of the race and drive back. Or
Yoda's definitely convincing me to come.
Is that
down.
what he's trying to get you to do?
Yeah, he went down all week and he got some good pictures. He caught The Rock, Pitbull, DJ Khaled. He got some great flicks.
But they didn't. Did they race at all this weekend?
No.
Yeah. Golly. So he goes down with his pops, or what do they do?
Well, he's down there taking pictures.
He went down and back just to take pictures.
Yep.
Good for Yoda.
Yeah, he loves it.
I think I have an idea. Well, I know I have an idea. Now, it's a silly one. I think, can we all agree also that NASCAR is not gaining fans at least? I mean, it was never so high that you worry. Again, it's remarkable that Major League Baseball and the NBA don't ever mention or seem to care that their ratings for their premier events have gone from like 25 and 30, 35 and 40 down to 5, 6, or 7. It's just amazing to me that these sports continue to grow in revenue while interest in watching them has plummeted. It's just, it's startling. So I don't even know if sports and leagues care about TV ratings anymore. And I should know this, having worked in TV and radio, what the dynamics would be, in play here. But it's pretty clear when you shove stuff on at 9 o'clock at night, you just don't care that people watch. You just don't. You're interested in the young folks that are up and watching, and that's great. I was there at one point. I get it, too, that we're in a little different boat because we get up so early. But if you're listening to me right now, it's hitting familiar ears. You do, too. Anywho, that aside, that's not what it's about here. E.T., use the Google machine for me if you could for a second. I want you to look up that, Google search this. How many cars failed to finish the 2023 Daytona 500? Hopefully that will take you. In other words, you start with a full field of 43, and at tracks like Daytona, by the time you get to the end of the race, and gosh, you know what? That's not even a fair way to state it, because there's going to be a bunch of cars that only run like half the laps or trying to get any points they can. So I don't know how many are just full on knocked out of the race. But it sure seems like by the end of the Daytona 500 every year, you're down to 20, 30 cars left, right? You have these huge races, these impacts. Or even just look to the 2023 Daytona 500 results, and if you go from 1 to 43, it'll say next to each car how many laps they ran. I need to know how many ran the actual 200 laps of the Daytona 500 last year. You think you can get that?
All right, hold on.
You're on it? Yeah, no, I'm not rushing you. I'm just wondering if that Daytona 500 finish, just the grid from last year's finish, I wonder how many actually ran the full 200 laps. Because the immediate response, the immediate pushback to my suggestion will involve that, so to speak. So while E looks that up, here is my suggestion. When it rains, it pours, let it rain. I think NASCAR should race in the rain. They should race in the rain. Slide all over the gosh dog track. Just slide all over. Take them out left and right. Who can emerge through the slippery, greasy, wet track at Daytona or anywhere else? I mean, they do it in football. What are our favorite football games, E? When it's a monsoon or a blizzard. Every now and then, if you are forced to deal with wet conditions, just race it, man. It'll make it more crash-bang exciting if you ask me. Now, the response is, well, you can't do that. There won't be any cars left. These guys will be wrecking left and right, and maybe they would. Or maybe like the rest of it, they have to back it down 40 miles an hour, right? Maybe you got to make some adjustments. Don't include the chastity. Just an idea. It's be the third time only that they've had a Monday finish. It seems like more because they've all been recent. 2012, they ran the whole race on Monday. 2020, maybe they had to finish on a Monday. But you get the whole Daytona 500 today. That's the good part of it not running yesterday. Yeah, you get a nice sporting event this afternoon, 4 o'clock. Of course, they say 4. I'm sure they'll start at about 4:30. I'm surprised they didn't start it at 9:45 and just beg the entire nation to not watch.
All right, I got some numbers for you.
Yeah, how many cars, only ran like 150 laps or less?
Ooh, yeah, a handful of them. So I went the opposite way.
All right, well, just how many ran 200?
17 of them ran 200.
17 to 43. So don't tell me, well, if it rains, no one's going to finish. Well, shoot, 26 of these 43 last year failed to run the 200 laps. I mean, it's going to be a recycling bin down there for Daytona every year. And by the way, once they get to the very end, we all know how that goes. I mean, that's just what the Daytona 500 has become. They'll wreck in the end. They'll put it in caution. They'll wreck when they do their 3-lap, and then they'll just sprint it in. Matter of fact, skip the whole race today. Just do a drawing. Keep about 15, 20 cars in, and let them do a green-white checkers finish. There you go. I kid because I care. I don't know if golf has this as a wagering option. I'd like to be able to bet who's not going to win, particularly when they have a lead. And maybe Vegas offers that. I know the primary ways to bet on golf is pick the winner, and typically you do it before the event to get the best odds, but even if you pick it up as it goes along, pick a winner. What I would like to do is just take old Patty Cantlay after his first round 67, which he does every tournament. I'd like to take old Patty Cantlay after a second round score that keeps him 5 shots ahead of the field. I'd like to take old Patty Cantlay, who leads after round 1, 2, and 3, and I'd like to fade him on Sunday because when it comes to winning, old Patty Cantlay and his buddy X-Man, they should both gone to live. They're classic live golfers. There ain't an ounce of competitive bulldog in those two dudes. Those two dudes going to cash a lot of checks, make a lot of money. If you're going to do that, you may as well go on to live. Y'all ain't got any zeal. Come on, man. Patty Cantlay is soft, bro. Peppermint Patty, boy, every time it comes down the stretch on a Sunday, this dude goes AWOL. And like yesterday, it's even great. Not only AWOL, but I mean way AWOL. Check cashers. I lied, by the way. I am watching PGA Tour golf. It was fascinating. It was fun yesterday. It was a good watch. And Hideki Matsuyama. Let's give credit for some guys who didn't fall for just the outright greed and non-competitive nature of that little member guest tour that they play all over the world. I think they call it LIV, where those little Sallies ride around with their, drivers. I'm talking about the ones you pay for. It's all about the money with those dudes. They could give a rat's rip about competition, right? It's just bank account for them. And it shows. By the way, Harold Varner, did you forget how to golf? By the way, Mickelson, are you just dying to prove everybody that you're just a cash cow? These jokers can't, crack an egg. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Hideki Matsuyama. He could have taken $1 trillion from those guys. They wanted Hideki Matsuyama may be the most marketable golfer in the entire world because he's Asia. Just an incredibly, and they love their superstars. And Matsuyama he was 5 down at the turn. The turn means after 9 holes. He was down 5 after 9, and he won by 3. What a back 9. What an LA Open. Genesis, I guess it is now, for Hideki Matsuyama. But the bigger story here is Patty Cantlay and his sister Xander. They're never going to win. They're never going to win anything big. Maybe they can go out and tap each other on the buttocks and win some Ryder Cup and some little, non-legacy events. Put these two dudes in a lead on a Sunday, man, and you may as well just put them in front of Bigfoot and watch them run away and hide behind Mom. Terrible, these two. Hey, Patty, nice job yesterday, Patty. Holy hockey sticks, dude.
Did Tiger pulled himself out?
Tiger pulled out. This is great, too. He could have been pest today. Tiger pulls out with the flu, and then they have the shot of him with an In-N-Out double cheeseburger. I don't know about you, E. When I got the flu, I'm not making a run for the value meal. This is the drill. Come back with a football fix next on 1010XL.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Rain washed away the Daytona 500, so the 66th running of the Great American Race will happen on President's Day. Weather permitting, of course. The favorite, Danny Hamlin at 8-1. Pole sitter Joey Logano and Kyle Busch are both 9-1. Manufacturer prop bet on the board. Ford, the plus 155 favorite. Toyota plus 185. Chevrolet plus 190. The NHL coming up today. The Tampa Bay Lightning, $1.70 home ice favorite against the Ottawa Senators at Amalie Arena. The total is 7, and that number is shaded to the under. The underdog side of the ledger, Ottawa plus 142. Sign up for the free VSIN newsletter and keep up to date with the biggest sports betting news and insights only at VSIN.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
When it rains, it better drain. If storm drains on your commercial property aren't doing their job, this is a major liability that needs to be corrected. Call Duck Rooter to have your storm drains jetted and cleaned with our powerful vac con truck. We'll clear the way for better drainage. Call 904-862-6769. Visit DuckRooter.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jags. Duck Rooter, your fully insured certified plumbing and underground utility contractor.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Have you been dreaming of enhancing your living space with top-quality custom windows and doors? Now is the perfect time to make that dream a reality with Renewal by Andersen. Right now, buy 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires February 29th and restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud to be the official window and door replacement partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com.
License number CGC 1527613.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
With modern smart home technology, you can control almost everything from the palm of your hand or your voice. Call the experts at Mr. Sparky.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Your on-time electrician, Mr. Sparky of the First Coast.
Get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, monster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Ackerman
Ackerman Cancer Center now offers total body MRI, the latest industry-leading technology. Just one non-invasive scan provides a complete picture of your health to detect and monitor cancer with precision at AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Get a free mulligan every Tuesday morning.
Check this out.
And free advice from PGA pros.
Now, this is what we're looking for, huh?
Brunch with the Tour.
Brought to you by Clearwater Irrigation. 8:30 Tuesday morning on 1010XL.
Dave Benyon with Zero Res. As the temps outside are warming up, so is Zero Res. Right now, it's the hottest price of the year. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for only $147, and the 4th room is free. That's right, the 4th room is on me. Google Zero Res and see what people are saying. Zero Res has over 6,000 5-star reviews. Remember, February is the hottest price of the year for Zero Res. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for $147, and the 4th room is free. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
We're in Florida, and pest problems are persistent. Want them gone? Mission accomplished with Mission Pest Solutions. Veteran and locally owned and operated, Mission Pest will blow your mind with their communication and response time for all your pest, termite, and mosquito needs. Text or call 904-944-PEST. You'll speak directly with the owners. Mention 1010XL when you call 944-PEST. You'll get 25% off your initial pest or termite protection service. Mission accomplished with Mission Pest Solutions.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet love our community. That's right, we spread the love by giving back, and every year we give hundreds of thousands of dollars to our local community. Plus, we give all our customers lots of love, too. Every new vehicle purchase comes with a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, and every certified pre-owned vehicle comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile loving warranty. Plus, we give the most loving for your trade. Help us to continue to spread the love and head to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you and give back.
After consulting with several orthopedic specialists about my constant knee pain, I chose Southeast Orthopedic Specialist and Dr. Chris Swanson to handle my surgery. Their professionalism let me know this team was the one for me. The surgery was very successful, and if I ever have a future need, I'll continue to trust Southeast Orthopedic Specialists to take care of me.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, back here on The Drill. 4 p.m. They're scheduled to drop the flag down in Daytona today. Going to get to a football fix here in just a second, but first, I got a Gator Growl. Gator Growl brought to you by our friends over at SOS. You look at the net rankings this time of year. I read an article this weekend on the net rankings, basically the RPI, and it's like a power ranking based on the level of teams you've played and beaten and where you've played and beaten them and so on and so forth. Been used forever. And they were saying how it's not a definite, but there are definitely some marker numbers that you want to be under. And if you are, you get in almost all the time. And if you're like 30, if you're under 36, like if your RPI is better than 36, you're in like almost 100% of the time. And then if you're between 36 and 77 in the RPI, it drops down to about 50. But it's 37 to like 52, you get in more than 50% of the time. And like 55 to 75, you only get in like 10, 12% of the time. Point is, it's not the only arbiter, but it's an important one. By the way, E.T., there was college basketball played yesterday. The number 2 team in the country was in action. So what does that mean?
They went down?
Yeah, they lost. Of course they did. I mean, Good luck picking this NCAA tournament, man. I'm not kidding you. Who knows, bro? I mean, Purdue lost to Ohio State, who fired their coach 10 minutes ago.
Yep.
Right? We talked about it in the middle of the week. They fired a coach in the middle of the year, and this new guy, 37-year-old, interim, beats Purdue. Purdue, man, I guess they're just getting ready for the tournament. They do that every year in the tournament, Purdue does. Purdue don't. So anyway, Florida, after the weekend settles, finds themselves now number 28 in that net ranking. In fact, not sure. Florida might not crack a top 25 here at some point. They've won 7 out of 8, had a nice win. Todd Golden now 4-0 against Mike White. He's got a team that seems to be playing its best basketball. As I said, winning 7 of the last 8. They also picked up another one of the important quad 1 wins, and they, your quality wins are broken down by how you play against teams and where they rank in these net rankings. And so, if you beat a team ranked in the top 50 on a neutral court, you get a quad 1 win. Well, Pitt has won their way until they're now a top 50 in the net ranking. So what was a quad 2 win has been bumped up to a quad 1. It is it's a big week. The Gators are going to have chances. I think they have 3 quad 1 opportunities still left for now. And again, there could be some shuffling still of quad 1s and 2s, and because of how teams. And I like that. I like that they give you, if you played a team and they were ranked 98, where are they at the end of the year? That's what should count, I think. But Florida has a big game I think it's Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Wednesday, they're at Alabama. Alabama's number 5 in the net rankings. They're terrific, number 15 in the traditional rankings. They've got Bama twice, once on the road, once at home. They're at South Carolina, who forgot how to play basketball this week. They lost by 40 at Auburn earlier in the week. Kentucky, by the way, a win at Auburn. So John Calipari, who said he believes in his squad in March, is perhaps onto something. They got a couple with Vandy, Missouri. It was an important wins over LSU and Georgia as they kind of keep it going. And the Gators can score. They got a good offensive team, 88 points the other day. That's Gator, brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. All right, fire up the band, ET. We got a football fix. Let me just give you some of the news and notes. It's brought to you by the Jewelton Creek Golf Club. I was out there at the end of last week. Fantastic. It's getting in better and better shape, boy, as spring comes. Really looking forward to watching this revamped course grow in. We did that golf outing with y'all back in the summer as the course had just opened back up, and it was just, night and day from what we saw and played back then. So anyway, give them a call. 287-GOLF. Actually, set your tee time online. Just Google Jewelton Creek Golf Club. Well, 2 juveniles have now been charged in that shooting at the Chiefs parade. It's just sadness. Tragedy. A dude who's just played a lot of years in the league. He just kind of bounces around. Nelson Aguilar,
yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. Nelson Aguilar now, good for an age here, 30. Now 30. He'll be 31 this offseason. Aguilar has been in the league now. It'll be his 10th year. Began with the Eagles. His best year as a pro, 64 catches. 736 yards. He had 1 year with 62 catches and 8 touchdowns. Never emerged as a true number 1, but he's been kind of a steady, good 3rd or 4th receiver to have on your team, really. And so Aguilar says he'll be back to play another year with the Ravens. He returns on a 1-year extension. Hey, we told you about Steve Mongo McMichael and how, he's got ALS, and then he got an infection. It looked like it might take him, but apparently it took a turn for the better, improving from his infection. So there's at least that. Jimmy Garoppolo going to get a 2-game ban for a PED violation. I'm sure it has to do with trying to come back from injury. AJ McCarron still trying to find footing with a football career. He goes to the UFL. Yeah, these spring leagues are where quarterbacks go to die. See Ryan Mallett. See, tons of them through the years. And the plot kind of thickens a little bit on the Calvin Ridley, E. Because now we're kind of coming to this realization is if the Jags just wait until the year starts and they let Ridley go into free agent and then sign him as a free agent, they would only owe the third-round draft pick. If they come up with a deal before free agency and re-sign him, they'll own a second-round draft pick. So do you kind of elbow, nod, wink, do all the negotiating and say, hey, let's wait. Calvin, could we wait? It'll make us a better team. We'll get that better draft pick. They already have an extra 30,
They will lose him, man. I think somebody else will sign him.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, aren't you going to have to sign him anyway? If you offer him something that other people are going to sign him, he ain't going to sign before anyway. I don't know who's knocking down the door for Calvin Ridley, bro. I don't know about this. Somebody's going to sign him like I'm all worried. Come on, man.
Can't lose him, though, man.
Bro, what does Calvin Ridley rank among NFL receivers, honestly?
I don't know, but he got
20th?
Got us over 1,008 touchdowns.
20th? Huh? What did Zay Jones have the year before? He have 1,008? Probably not quite 1,000, huh?
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, I get it. I want Calvin Ridley too, but man, if he wants to be on your team and you get a number, the Jags aren't going to go over a number just because somebody else offers. I mean, can you take advantage of Ridley, quote unquote, and give him a market deal? These guys have their ear to the ground, and by the way, every player is going to believe the highest number he's been hearing.
Yeah,
so I don't know if he wants to even do a deal with the Jags before. I guess the point I can make here is if they get a deal done after it starts and he goes into free agency, they're only going to have to give up that third-round pick and not a second-rounder. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by the Jointer Creek Golf Club. Pick and arrival and more come your way next.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Now, 1010XL gives you even more sports talk and spirited conversation. You can't be serious. Rick Ballou takes you into the night.
Very amusing.
Then Hacker After Dark.
It's astounding. It's amazing.
Evenings on 1010XL.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. Can you believe the Players' Championship finally is right around the corner? Lee Smith, the executive director, joins me once a week, and I love talking golf. Of all the things that are going wrong with professional golf, LIV and PIF and so many things in the professional golf world trying to figure out how to get it right, here's one thing they got right. The Players' Championship, one of the best events going, and it's right around the corner. I can't wait. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. Are you tired of shopping those online dealers that overpromise and underdeliver? Well, find your next used vehicle at Nimnik Buick GMC with Car Bravo. Nimnik Buick GMC certifies all makes and models, so buying a certified used vehicle has never felt better. And for a limited time, get rates as low as 1.9% APR on select Car Bravo certified vehicles. Shop 24/7 online at Nimnik Buick GMC. Nimnik, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Well, hello there. Join me at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino to celebrate a new era in gaming with live craps, roulette, and sports betting now available to go along with the biggest selection of slots in South Florida. Plus, all your other favorite table games. Complement your night with my award-winning fine dining and casual fare options, lively bars and lounges, or catch your favorite A-list entertainer at Hard Rock Live. Discover your rhythm today. Go to hardrockholly.com. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT. Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
This is Hayes Carlion for QC Kinetics. Are you sick and tired of achy joints? Look, you need to call QC Kinetics today. They've got 2 great locations, Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. Give them a call for a free consultation at 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. Look, the state of healthcare is always changing. It's evolving, and old ideas like steroids and surgery, they're no longer your only options. Regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics is transforming lives with innovative, non-surgical, drug-free treatments that deliver lasting results. Knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain, arthritis, injury. Don't let this pain keep you from living your best life. QC Kinetics advanced state-of-the-art treatments harness and direct your body's natural ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. Give them a call today, QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Feeling the chill or breaking a sweat in your own home? Call JTM Comfort Services. Father-son owned and veteran operated with 40 years experience to serve the Guggen Nation. JTM Comfort Services gets it right the first time, providing top-notch service, maintenance, and replacements for your heating and cooling needs. Get up to $1,300 back on the new system. Right now, get a free service call with any repair or replacement. Licensed and insured. Visit jtmcooling.com.
Your comfort is our name.
Call my dad to keep you in the game.
Hold on tight because All Pro Roofing is unleashing some electrifying news. Brace yourselves for instant excitement. Instant Roof Quotes are here. Simply surf over to their website and hit the Instant Roof Quote tab. Boom! That's your ticket to a lightning-fast estimate. Head over to allproroofingllc.com. Click that Instant Roof Quote tab. What are you waiting for? Click on the Instant Roof Quote tab today at allproroofingllc.com.
License number CCC 1327056.
CDC 060138.
Hicken here. When it comes to your eye health, you want to make the winning move. That's where Bow 9 Associates comes in. February, it's the month of love. And what better way to show some love by than taking care of your family's vision? Bow Eye isn't just about seeing clearly. They're about making sure your eye game is in its prime. And folks, they got not one, not two, but 3 convenient locations across town. I call that home court advantage. So call Bow 9 Associates and schedule your winning eye exam. Bow 9 Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
Get ready for the Players' Championship, March 12th through 17th at TPC Sawgrass. Don't miss your chance to watch the PGA Tour's best compete to etch their name in history while enjoying a vibrant social scene. From local bites to the latest merchandise available in the PGA Tour fan shop, the Players offers the ultimate experience for everyone to enjoy. Secure your spot today. Tickets are on sale now at theplayers.com.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a Dandy. And do it today.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. The Gators' second-half surge pushed Florida past Georgia, which was a point of emphasis for head coach Todd Golden.
And I thought we did a better job in the second half with our physicality. We were getting on 50-50 balls better. We did a better job on the glass. We did a better job staying attached to shooters.
On Saturday, Florida State's men's basketball got off to a hot start to start the game. Then Duke's Jarrett McClain got it going as head coach Leonard Hamilton says he virtually couldn't miss.
For all of us who play basketball, we seem to have one of those nights where you can't miss, regardless of how you defend it, because we can't have one of those nights.
NASCAR didn't wait very long to postpone the Daytona 500. The sanctioning body announced Sunday morning due to weather conditions that the race was pushed to Monday at 4 p.m. You can hear the race live on 1010 XL. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 7:04 and it's 44 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Yes, sir! All right, who's got a case of the Moon Days? Not
This
me.
is like Skater Rock is what this feels like. Skater Rock.
Oh, for sure, Skater Rock.
Oh,
Vans,
yeah.
Airwalks, skateboards.
I have an idea to save NASCAR if they feel like they need saving, Dan. Just start racing in the rain. It'd be fantastic. Just race them in the rain. Knock those things to death. Leave them all crunched up when you
Tragedy
leave.
on the circuit today.
I mean, no one ever finishes Daytona anyway, Hick. We all know that. There's like 3 cars still with wheels on them by the time the thing ends. Just throw them out there in the rain. I'll watch. Hydroplaning through turn 4. It'd be fantastic.
It wouldn't be Daytona. It would be Demolition Derby.
Nice.
Is what it would be.
Well, it sounds like a plan.
It'd be Demolition Derby going on out there. Yeah, it was a weird weekend. No Super Bowl of auto racing, no football. It was shift time. And in fact, I went ahead and did this.
No defense. That also came into play.
Yeah, I get it. I go into that expecting that, so I just try to enjoy it.
I can't enjoy it. It's not.
No?
I can't. No.
Yeah, I didn't. It bothered. I get it, and I get it.
No, I
if
hear
it
you.
bothers people, it didn't bother me. Like I wouldn't sit here and
It's just
rail
boring.
against
It didn't bother me.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not watching
I
that.
dig Dame shooting it from 50 feet and swishing
That's
it.
fun. But
Yeah.
I can watch him do that in warm-ups, Hick. There's
Yeah.
no one on him. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just like, play horse then.
I'm almost thinking if you're Dame Lillard, why don't you do that in the regular season?
I mean, the
guy can't miss.
No, well, I will say this. That it was. I'm not saying there weren't some impressive things. But to Dame, the fact that he can just from a standing start just shoot a jump shot from half court and not look like he's like he was the MVP. But again, I mean, anyone could have been the MVP. No one played defense.
It's whoever wanted it. Like Karl Anthony Towns decided he wanted to score some points.
Too bad.
He scored 50.
50's nothing in this game. Mm-hmm. Well, it actually was the leading score, but you know what I'm saying. I have a question for you. You tell me how this can correspond to anything other than a joke.
Okay.
Do you know how many threes did the East put up last night, Dan?
Oh God.
Yes.
Let's see. 200.
What's
points.
An example? What's an acceptable number in any kind of basketball game for 3 points attempted?
Well, it's a different game now.
Yeah, it is. Well, how many did the East try? Just
70.
East. Higher.
90.
Higher. They shot 97 threes. That's not basketball.
Yeah.
It's not basketball. I mean, it's an all-star weekend. Oh, by the way.
I'm less bothered by the threes than
I hate them. They're boring.
The uncontested layups.
No, I'm more by the three. Everyone just stops and shoots the three. It's like watching warm-ups. You know how many threes the West shot? 71, Dan. There were 164 three-pointers last night.
That's why the West lost.
In 40,
hoisted more threes.
In 48 minutes. You want to do the math? It's just boring to me.
Yeah. Oh,
That's all.
All-star games are all boring except for baseball now.
I turned
baseball,
it off.
They still play.
I turned it off.
I kept it on, but there wasn't anything on it.
Yeah.
I had an exhilarating Sunday, though.
Oh, yeah, you had that.
Oh, my God.
Kind of cheated the Rangers, I saw.
Oh, that was so fun.
I just tuned into that, too.
Did you see the end?
They scored in
Oh, that could make you a hockey fan for life. 79,000 people.
In like 20 seconds.
Oh, it was
what's going
so
on?
good, dude. It was great coaching. They pulled their goalie when they had a man advantage, and they went, 5-on-3 instead of,
I like the outdoor games.
Advantage.
They're fun to watch.
Yeah, that was cool.
The place was rocking.
Super choked by the Islanders is how I call it. With no
so
dog
good.
in the fight. What a joke.
So good. Anyway, in fact, our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day, best sports thing I saw this weekend. I gave you 4 different options, and there could have been more. I put Steph versus Sabrina. I thought that was
good.
terrific.
That was good.
Give Ionescu a lot of credit.
Can I say this is what I mean?
Terrific.
This is what I mean about the All-Star game, and I say this all due seriousness. Sabrina Ionescu, you really want to grow the women's game?
Yeah.
Put 2 of them in the All-Star game. They'll get wide open. She'd have scored 20 points in the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah.
We'd have the biggest story in the history of women's sports this morning. Sabrina Ionescu scores 20 in the NBA All-Star game.
Yes, you would have. Anyway, Steph versus Sabrina. If you missed that, it was a 3-point shooting special contest. I love the 3-point shooting contest. It's so much better than the other stuff that they do. The Rangers come back outside. It was terrific. Great theater. Hideki 62 to win. Or Golden 4-0 versus UGA and White. We have 250-plus votes. There were other things as well. But right now, Todd Golden leads the way with 42.5%. Hideki has 33.9%. Steph versus Sabrina, 14.2%. And the Rangers come back outside being disrespected with only 9.4% with 254 votes so far. You can vote at Dan Hicken on Twitter. He'll post it as well on our social media platforms, and we will continue to roll. But, yeah, there was interesting stuff like that going on throughout the
That's just little. You just pick your little lanes, right?
Yeah.
I saw your Gator baseball team. You turned me on to there. They can't beat St. John's out of the game. I mean, it's still snow on the ground up there, Hick. I mean, where are they practicing? In the gym in St. John's?
Your pitcher can't give up 7 and 3. They chipped away, but they couldn't quite come all the way back, and then they never got to play.
That's the only one they played, right?
It was a terrible weather weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Here
mean,
especially.
it was.
Yeah, nasty.
It never stopped.
Yeah. But
raining.
Once it got to afternoon on Saturday, you're right. It never stopped.
It never stopped. It was incredible. It was cold, too. It was like
misty and cold and wet.
Yeah, it was just what a horrible, horrible weekend for those pretty much, bottle up.
Yeah, you'd rather have that during the week and then get a nice weekend. Now here we're going to turn around today. It's going to get noon. It's going to be beautiful, sunny, and
that's good. I'm tired of it. It's still raining this morning.
Yeah, it's going to get nice.
Sick of it.
A lot of people, I guess, are off today. Today's a holiday, isn't it? What is today?
President's Day.
President's Day?
I had to double check. I was wondering if I was teaching today, but I am scheduled.
Shouldn't we move President's Day to the Monday after the Super Bowl? Wouldn't that be smart?
That would be nice.
I mean, we're right here on it. Can't we just move it a little bit? Does it matter? I mean, the President's Day is not actually President's Day. Hick, when we were kids, did we not call it Washington's birthday?
Yes.
Was it also Lincoln's birthday? Do they have a similar birthday?
It might be close.
Yeah.
But they've changed it.
So now it's just all presidents, but it used to be
Yeah.
Washington Day, basically.
It did.
Exciting.
Is there school today, like public school?
No.
Negative.
Okay.
No. They're all out and about.
Is that what your nephew fed you, E?
Yeah, that's what he fed
No,
me.
I know
Hey,
for
Unc,
sure.
I got no school today. Sure you don't. Get your butt in there.
Nah, I have one in the school.
President's Day, officially Washington's birthday at the federal government level, is a holiday in the United States celebrated on the third Monday of February. It is often celebrated to honor all those who served as presidents of the United States, and since 1879 has been a federal holiday honoring founding father George Washington, who led the Continental Army to a big win in the Revolutionary War, presided at the Constitutional Convention in 1787, and was the first U.S. president. The day is an official state holiday in most states, with names including Washington's birthday, President's Day, Washington, and Lincoln's birthday. The various states use 15 different names. Depending upon the specific law, the state holiday may officially celebrate Washington alone, Washington and Abraham Lincoln, or some combination of U.S. presidents.
Yeah.
George Washington was February 22, 1732. Lincoln's birthday, February 12. So that's why.
So they're right around each other, but because I remember Lincoln being attached, but I remember at one point it being Washington's birthday. That was like the.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that because my brother was born on Washington's birthday.
Well, it's time then for the. It's time. They've already backed it up a ton. It's time for the NFL just to move their Super Bowl to the third. This solution's been here the whole time, Dan.
Yeah.
Play the NFL the third Sunday in February. If the third Monday in February is President's Day, at least a lot of people would get the day off. At least.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it was just a week apart at this point, just back it up one more. I got an idea. Let's play 18 games.
Well, they will eventually. So.
Hey, I mentioned this before.
By the way, great moment. Speaking of great things in college and in sports this weekend,
mm-hmm.
This is something I can't imagine you'll ever see again.
Wow.
Dude plays for maybe Sacto State baseball.
Okay.
They play opening day. They have a doubleheader. Comes to the plate 8 times. Gets hit 7.
Jeez. What in the world?
He got hit 7 of 8 times. I don't know the reason why, except just fluke. I mean, he's because you only get the college shot and he's up high. It looks like he crowds the plate a little bit, but a lot of kids crowd the plate. And then I also read, and I don't know how he finished, but in his 9th plate appearance the next day, he got hit again. So 8 of his first 9 trips to the plate, he got to first base. That's amazing. The announcer is like some college kid. He goes, hey, he got hit again. That's the 3rd time. He's, oh, my gosh, he got hit again. That's 5 out of 6. I've never seen anything like it. It was incredible. We had a great time at the Blue Gray Bash with the UNF on Saturday night. We partied hard. We went crazy. Eve made us drive by. He deemed it fun and then hightailed it out to other parts unknown throughout the city.
He likes to get around. Did he go to another silent disco or
no?
Disco.
He was quiet. He was a quiet mover and shaker out there.
I don't have any idea what this blue and gray thing y'all been talking about is. No one does.
Fundraiser for UNF sports.
Where?
Where
was it?
It was at the arena.
Yeah. You were there as a esteemed member, emceeing it.
Yeah.
Just because you're a professor there, or just because of your general overall?
I think the general
attractiveness.
overall attractiveness of it. They asked me to come on in, so I did.
They had a lot of cool stuff, too.
They did have, I tell you what, it's one of those deals where, you want get good deals on, like, sports memorabilia. If you like sports memorabilia, there it was, Pross, the Dale Murphy jersey. Just
They
signed
did.
Dale Murphy jersey and framed. But I knew if I got it for you, tell me you already have one.
Man, you want to talk about?
Yeah.
You need to read the good book, man. I mean, you do at some point. The way you hold on to this, I've apologized for this 3 times. I'm not apologizing
anymore. I'm not looking for an apology.
But you continue to bring it up as a character flaw, as an insult. And I've apologized 3 times. I'm not anymore.
There was Dale Murphy. Burned it, signed.
I already have one
framed.
of those. I already have one.
I know you do.
I tell you what, also I have Freddie Freeman signed bad. If anybody wants that, I'll give it to you for $10. Not true.
Not true.
I'm not giving it to you for $10.
Oh,
no.
okay. Well, anyway, so they had a lot of great stuff that you be one of those deals where there's so much material there. You probably could have got yourself some pretty neat bargains, if you will. I saw a Trevor Lawrence helmet, right? And a Trevor Lawrence picture signed. There was a Mickey Mantle signed photo or framed picture. It was good. It was really cool.
Saw a Taylor Swift poster too.
Yeah, I did. I saw that too. So
I have a
lot of cool stuff.
I want to get into this.
Yeah.
I read this on Saturday. I think it came out on Saturday. Now we'll get into like the Jacksonville part of it a little bit more, but just right out of the gates, I got about 10 different categories, tiers of NFL franchises and where they are right now.
The tiers.
Tell me which one we are.
Tears for Fears.
Okay, and just let me read through them, and then if you have a question, just tell me where the consensus places us. In this case, this consensus being Jeremy Fowler. Most famous for, I remember, way back getting into it with Urban Meyer on the Gator practice field.
Well, Urban got into it with him.
Well, Urban's kind of a, anyway, almost said a bad word. What am I doing? President stay and all. You can't just call a guy a D. Can you?
No.
And it wasn't D-O something either now.
Oh, and great news. Go ahead and I'll guess the tier, but remind me, I've got great news.
Hold on. No, I can't. I mean, I mean, you want to talk about just taking any momentum I had with this story and killing it. I mean, you just raised your hand. He raised his hands in triumph. Hey,
hallelujah!
When you're done with this boring stuff, come back to me.
I don't even know. I have the best news of all.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, of all.
Yes, for Jag fan.
Okay.
What I witnessed over the weekend, the death of the Houston Texans. Worry not, boys and girls.
Why? Because Amber Rose?
It's over.
Yeah. She's disputing that. Says she's never met him.
What do you mean she never met him? She left with him.
I don't know. That's what she's saying. Something to that effect.
Dude's tried to say
why is that
gave her a ride back to her hotel because she didn't have a ride. Yeah.
What is
Amber? Yeah, I believe that. We're talking about C.J. Stroud, who now has doubled. Now, C.J. Stroud, not only C.J. Stroud is in big trouble. And if people don't see this, they're mistaken. C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans are dead. Don't worry, Jag fans. Don't worry one bit.
I think he was also in a Super Bowl suite with the Coven.
The pedal is off the rose.
Oh. No, I'm not saying he was with the Coven, but the Super Bowl suite this year, they had to put him together. These highfalutin celebrities got like seat placed this year.
Yeah.
It's like Matthew McConaughey, you'll be sitting next to Elton John. It's like they just had to. They didn't let him just go.
He disrespected Freddie T.
Yeah, that was and the Gators.
And
who've made a living walloping Ohio State. Ohio State's our bizzle.
He made a run at Amber Rose.
Well, who is Amber Rose? What does she do?
She is the.
She's a tag.
She's
what she
Wiz
is?
Khalifa. She's the mother of Wiz Khalifa's
Is she
child.
She's 40.
I'm just saying. Is she okay? Hold on.
No, she's just a.
She's not a singer or performer. No. She's just someone else's.
She got big. She dated Kanye West. That's how. That's how she came about.
Well, good luck with that, CJ.
Yeah, it's over. It's
all
over.
right. Well, then obviously, whatever tier we would find the Texans in here, Dan would dump them down.
I'll change it.
All right, don't
answer. Great news.
Here, just kind of take these in and tell me which one you think they are. But let me read through them because there's 8 or 9.
Back to the tiers.
All right. You want me to start from the bottom and move up, or from the top and move down?
Your choice, friend. It's exciting.
We'll start from the top and then try and figure out which tier they place.
Before I place them in a tier, I have to hear all the tiers because I may switch them.
And I'm not even saying where you would place them. Where are you guessing the perception is of where they will be placed?
Okay.
Still major contenders.
Okay.
Need a postseason breakthrough.
Okay.
Teetering contenders.
Okay.
Headed on the right track.
Okay.
Stuck in the middle, but a move or two away. Stuck in quarterback purgatory.
Mm-hmm.
This could go either way. New coach, new direction. Rebuild in the works. Or, still rebuilding. Still major contenders, need a postseason breakthrough. Teetering contenders, headed on the right track. Stuck in the middle, but a move or two away. Stuck in quarterback purgatory. This could go either way. New coach, new direction. Rebuild in the works. Still rebuilding. I think it's 1 of 2, right? Are you down to 1 or 2?
Yeah, I got 2
Are the 2 headed on the right track or stuck in the middle, but a move or two away?
No.
You're ahead of that? Which one are you?
All right, I'm going to be.
Are you teetering contender?
I'm going to be kind.
Okay.
Because I've been very negative. He gets on me about my negativity. One of them, I'm going to be kind.
So you're going new coach, new direction, or rebuild in the works?
No.
Okay.
I'm going.
You're going higher.
Teetering contender.
Okay.
Is 1.
Uh-huh.
But the other one I'll pick is, and this is the one I probably truly
So
feel.
not necessarily in order. You're going to kind of jump out of order then probably.
How so?
Well, you said teetering contender, and the next one would only be 1 if you were going in order, but maybe that is the one. What's the other one you're teetering with?
This could go either way.
Yeah, see, that's down 4th from the bottom.
Yeah. I think it could go either way.
Yeah, well, and that's fair.
Yeah.
But I maybe stuck in the middle, but a move or two away. Could you go? But no. Okay. Well, you've got them with number 6, and with number teetering contender is 3.
Yeah. 3 and 6.
By the way, neither of those is where the Jaguars fall. So
Okay.
we'll get into that a little bit deeper.
Oh, wonderful.
As we go
This is
along.
exciting.
We'll have to fill up the 8 o'clock hour, with no breakfast with Pacelli today. I'll just, have kiwi and,
All right.
walnuts.
Some kiwi and walnuts.
Or
Wonderful.
almonds, I guess.
Okay.
Let's
crank it up, man. We got a good Monday here.
All right, let's take a quick time out. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com. We shall return with a 10-minute drill and more. You're immersed in 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Now, Downtime with Dan, brought to you by Ameris Bank, voted a top place to work in Jacksonville. Whether you need help with business, personal, or mortgage banking, we're with you. Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Downtime with Dan today wants to give you some puck talk on a national and local level. If you happened to see the end of the Rangers-Islanders game yesterday, it could have made you a hockey fan. It had everything you could ever want, and if you didn't like it, then you probably will never be a hockey fan.
As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
And then closer to home, as in right here, shout out to our Jacksonville Icemen, who just continue to wreak havoc in the ECHL. Ever since Nick Luco came back with Puck Talk on Fridays, this team has just taken off like champions that they are. I'm excited about them. It's a big deal, and so very thrilled to watch the Icemen have, I believe, a sweep of the weekend, as in 1, 2, 3 dubs.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
You love free, and at Ameris Bank, so do we. That's why we're proud to offer worry-free, hassle-free Ameris Bank free checking. Manage your money your way with convenient access to digital, mobile, and telephone banking, all with no monthly service fee or minimum balance requirements. At Ameris Bank, we're with you. For more information or to open an account, visit our local bankers in person or online at amerisbank.com/free checking. Other fees such as overdraft fees may apply. Ameris Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. That's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his dad, his guys from here, taking care of people who live here, people like me. I mean, the Hicken family needed a new bathroom. They called Lockhart Construction. Bang! They got it done like champions, and then they did it again and again. Yeah, we use the Lockhart family on numerous occasions at our house. Their family gives your family a better living experience. I say you unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. So if you have a construction need, no job too big, no job too small, no job in the middle, they'll do it. Give Shane a call. He'll call you back, 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction, 994-3865.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
This is Daytona, the heart of racing, the soul of speed, and the only place in Florida to witness the adrenaline-pumping, awe-inspiring spectacle of Supercross. Daytona Supercross, where champions are made, legends are born, and the biggest names battle it out under the lights at the world's center of racing. Don't miss it. The gate drops Saturday, March 2nd. Secure your tickets and trackside access today at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
At Darley's Plumbing, we fix it all. Drips, leaks, running toilets, sewer lines. You name it. If it's plumbing you need, just remember the Darley's name. Plus, we have 24-hour emergency service. So we'll be there when you need us. Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Give us your hot take.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
On the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm awake and I speak English, so yeah, I do know what you're saying.
Be part of the conversation. 641-1010.
Pross, I'm thinking about changing my name.
Again? You're already the media mogul, the straw that stirs the drink, the Duke of Pablo Bay. Now what?
Refer to me as Dreamfinder's Danny Hicken.
What in the blazes? Is this a cash grab?
No, it's just that I believe so much in Dreamfinder's Homes. 20 locations in Northeast Florida, official home builder of Jags and Gators. Great opportunity for first-time homeowners.
All right. Dreamfinder's Danny it is.
Did I mention the lowest interest rates you can find? Visit dreamfindershomes.com. Now let Dreamfinder's Danny celebrate through the majesty of song. Dreamfinders, I believe they will build your home just right.
Dave Binion here with my son Ammon, who is the air duct cleaning manager at Zero Res. So Ammon, you may notice a little rattle in my voice and some puffiness in my eyes. That's because allergy season is coming on. Can Zero Res help?
Yes, your health has a lot to do with the air you breathe. A clean and healthy home begins with clean air. At Zero Res, we can help clean the air in your home by cleaning your air ducts, cleaning the coils in your HVAC units, and fogging the system with a powerful antimicrobial that helps kill and control the growth of microorganisms in your air. We also have options for maintaining your clean air with our excellent inline air purifier and UV lights that will help keep your system clean and healthy. At Zero Res, we are more than just air duct cleaners. We're a clean air specialist.
So, what deals do you have this month?
Right now, get $100 off your air duct cleaning, and while we're at it, we'll give you $50 off your dryer vent cleaning.
Zero Res.
Spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
CEROREZ. Zero Res.
Here's Ben and John Lupo, owners of Beards Diamonds.
It's funny, my dad has sold people engagement rings, and now I'm selling their kids engagement rings and anniversary gifts and birthday gifts.
We're blessed with the relationships we've built over the years.
Check out our full inventory at beardsdiamonds.com.
Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center.
An ACL tear can be a devastating injury with prolonged pain and rehabilitation. Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari. I'm a sports medicine orthopedic surgeon who grew up right here in Jacksonville and then went on to train with the world-renowned Dr. James Andrews. At Bari Orthopedics, we use the most current techniques to get you back on the field with less pain and quicker rehabilitation. We treat all types of sports injuries with the newest techniques available. Please call us for consultation or visit BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
This is Hayes Carlion for Skylife Elite. Have you ever thought about aircraft ownership as another potential revenue stream and as a tool for tax savings? Put your tax money to work for you while enjoying the benefits of private personal travel. Skylife Elite has over a decade of experience in business aviation and can guide you through the process with their expert staff. Call my friends over at Skylife Elite at 490-9332 or find them at flyskylife.com to get the rundown on everything owning an airplane can do for you.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. All right. Sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We like to call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, E always has a razzle-dazzle prize pack. Or at least he refers to it as razzle-dazzle. What are you dazzling them with today, sir?
Oh, your boy got some razzle-dazzle today. I got a pair of tickets to the Dave Matthews Band at Dave's Place. May 29th. All you got to do is holler at your boy at the end of the 10
What day is that?
May 29th.
Man, I know Dave Matthews is one of, there's like certain bands, they've got this like fanatical following.
Yeah.
Like Grateful Dead.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
you know, Dave Matthews is that, right?
Yes, for sure.
Jimmy
For sure.
Buffett. Have you been to Dave? I've been to Dave Matthews.
No, I have no desire.
I mean, I like it okay, but it's not my bag, but I'm not a music person, so I'm never, ever, ever going to question who someone likes musically.
Obviously, with the weekend that was and getting out was tough, I watched some television. So I watched the start of the Patriots dynasty.
The Apple doc.
Yes.
Okay.
It's 10 parts. The first 2 have been dropped. I watched both.
Or is it to start from the beginning? Does it start at the 96 Super Bowl with Parcells, or does it start with Belichick?
No, it's Belichick. I enjoyed it. And I'm going to say this. I'm only going to say it one time.
Okay.
I'm never going to bring it back up again.
No, that's a lie.
But what I love, one of the things I love about sports is when you go back and watch these things, you are reminded of things that you had forgotten about, and it puts things in perspective, and you can look back. And the great thing for us is what we say, and our opinions are 1 in a million. We're sports guys. We happen to be on the radio.
Fair enough.
You and I are sports experts more so than anyone we know. No one knows more than we know. But we're not always right. But what we say is quickly forgotten and moved on.
Okay.
What they say, they're putting their on the line every week.
I'm intrigued. You have me intrigued.
And so for those who like to come out and say, it was all Brady. It was all Brady. Belichick without Brady is this. And, Belichick can't get a job because it's passed him by and all that. You should watch parts 1 and 2 where Bill put his rear end on the line and said, yeah, we're going with Tom. I've got the number 1 pick of the draft here.
Who's still a young player.
Who's still young, who we just gave $100 million
in his prime. Drew Bledsoe is who he's talking about.
Yes, who got blasted by the Jets guy, Mo Lewis, almost died, got to the hospital, had a couple liters of blood drained from his lungs from a hit, but was medically cleared to play 7 weeks later, and the Patriots, Jeff, were 5-4. And Bledsoe's ready. He's ready to start this week. We're playing, ironically, we're hosting, and I'd forgotten about this, so this is what I'm talking about, where it comes back up, where you go, oh, we're hosting the St. Louis Rams in a night game. We're 5-4. We're doing okay. We were crappy the year before. We're 5-4. I'm Bill Belichick. I ran Bernie Kosar off in Cleveland, and they hated me for it.
Yeah.
And so here's Belichick.
Because your point, I think, is saying without Belichick, there might not be a Brady.
Well, eventually you figure he probably would have found his way, but maybe not before 3 Super Bowls were won. So
the key thing there too is they paid $100 million. That can be so important.
You got so Belichick first comes out and goes, all right, look, Drew's cleared to play. There's some hurdles that he needs.
I remember this. This was hard. This is before social media and nonstop coverage, and it was palpable how pissed Bledsoe was. He was ticked.
Yeah, he was. He says there's some hurdles he still needs to cross. Okay, I could see that. We're playing St. Louis. Let's see how we go. Brady stunk. The Rams beat the Patriots in New England. Brady threw a couple picks. Wasn't his best game. Now we're 5-5. So anybody in their right mind is going to go, all right, we got Drew back. Let's go. He's our guy. Lawyer Malloy knows it. Ty Law knows it. Teddy Bruschi knows it. Willie McGinnis knows it. And Belichick comes out the next week. Next week goes, look, Tom's our guy. He's our guy going forward.
Why?
Why? What? He's our guy. We're just going to I'm the head coach. I have to do what's best for the organization. And what's best for the organization, in my opinion, is Tom Brady playing. What? Now, Bledsoe's furious. He goes to Kraft. Kraft goes to Belly. Belly says, you got to trust me. He puts his butt on the line, bro. And if that doesn't work out and they don't get in the playoffs, they go win the Super Bowl.
He's a DC for somebody.
Well, I mean, right?
They won Super Bowl that year, right?
Yes. Yeah. So
did they beat the Rams?
Yes.
Or is that, wow.
So doesn't that mean something?
Yeah, of course.
That was the Tuck Rule game also, which, by the way.
Here, too?
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy.
So,
boy, it's amazing how quickly Brady got better.
Again, this would be akin to, this is worse than, let's say, it's hard to draw. I'm trying to draw, almost like Minshew over Lawrence.
Or Foles. It kind of happened here with Foles. I mean, they went and got Foles for all that money. He got hurt. They brought Minshew in. Foles got better. We're going to run with Minshew.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't work.
They gave him $100 million Bledsoe at that time?
Yes.
Wow. That's a lot back then.
That's a lot of money. He was the guy. Wow. Now, Pioli comes in the documentary, and he says again, he goes, and there was another guy, one of Belichick's longtime dudes. He goes, everybody had an opinion, but the only people who knew football, the football guys in the office, Bledsoe had gotten, and they showed the video too, and it was interesting. Bledsoe had gotten a little gun shy through years of poor offensive line play. That little, That little, I'm going to
Flinch.
get sacked, so I'm going down before I get sacked instead of standing tall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just a little bit of that. Now, Bledsoe went on and had a nice career, right? They traded him to Buffalo right after the season ended, didn't they? If I'm not mistaken. I haven't gotten that far in the documentary. We only have two parts released, and we're just through the Tuck Rule game. But, again, to me, that alone gives Belichick. And you also have to remember, this guy in Cleveland, a lot of people say, look, he ran Cleveland's hero, Bernie Kosar, out. They hated Belichick when he did that. Hated him. So he already had a history of doing this, and he wasn't really offering his opinion. He's not going to kill Bledsoe. And so it was interesting. It was interesting how that happened. And for that alone, as I'm reminded of that in year one of, it was Belichick's second year, I tip my cap to Bill Belichick and say that's another part of it that makes the coach great. That's, for the X's and O's stuff is terrific, but that part of it makes the coach great. And so I thought that was interesting.
That's fair.
And I read another.
Listen to me. You can't, if you really are honest with yourself, and I get people don't like certain people, and I bet at the end of the day, if you hate Brady, it's Belichick. If you hate Belichick, it's Brady. If you hate them both, you think it's Brady. But at the end of the day, you can't. There's no player who single-handedly goes and wins 6.
Right.
Got to have the rest of the things in. I mean, it can be the main driver of it for sure. Like even the Chiefs and Mahomes' greatness. Credit Andy Reid, man. He draws up those plays.
Sure.
And Kelsey and and some others too.
There was a great another sports history lesson in Peter King this morning about the Mahomes draft. And the interesting thing that I didn't know, and it was tied into Jordan Spieth.
It's funny you just brought that up. Go ahead.
Okay.
There's something the falsehoods that are out there with Jag Nation about certain things. But go ahead.
Well, so Jordan Spieth was friends with Sean Payton, and so Sean Payton invited him to the War Room.
Okay.
And the Saints really like 2 guys, Marshawn Lattimore, and Pat Mahomes. And so
should have called Mahomes.
And so this is what happened. So the Saints are picking, I believe, 11th. And so Peyton says to Spieth, gives him the inside scoop. He goes, look, we like 2 guys. He goes, we like Lattimore and we like the quarterback from Texas Tech, Patrick Mahomes. Well, guess who shows up to the draft for the first time ever on that particular day as the draft?
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees.
The guy got word.
And so Peyton, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying I read this part. I'm just letting this in. He probably turns a little white as a ghost, right? He's like, he tells Spieth, he goes, I'm going to have to tell Drew that we may take Patrick Mahomes because if that comes to that.
They should have. Lattimore's been a good player, but the Saints haven't won anything.
Well, they had 4 more productive years with Brees.
Yeah, he's a very good player. That's true. To go. I mean,
no telling what would have happened. But anyway, the bottom line is this. And there were Arizona and Arians loved Mahomes, but they were at 13. They thought they were going to get him. Kansas City had already put the deal on the table with Buffalo that if their player was there, and Buffalo was in the midst of rebuilding and had a new coach, so Buffalo was willing to make the trade. And so they were all sitting on pins and needles with Cincinnati, and then the Bengals made the epic draft pick of John Ross. And
he was fast.
Yes, he was fast.
We think.
I know,
right?
We don't really know. And then Kansas City traded with Buffalo and got their guy, Patrick Mahomes, and the rest is history. And so, but it was interesting to see that and to read it from the New Orleans perspective. And so New Orleans was grateful that they got Marshawn Lattimore, who was a really good player going forward, but it was fun to kind of revisit that draft as well. Now, how does that tie to Jaguar fans?
Well, I don't feel for this guy. He's above it all. He doesn't care, and he's going into the ring this year and ultimately probably one day in the Hall of Fame. But the miss, like the Tom Coughlin falsehoods that the fan base seems to enjoy embracing.
Mm-hmm.
There are numerous. I'm going to bring up 3. This one via the text line as you were talking.
Okay.
TC passed up Mahomes because we had Bortles at $18 million a year. Okay, first of all,
they hadn't re-signed him yet.
Well, not just that. He didn't pass on Mahomes. He didn't do any of that. He wasn't drafting Mahomes. They didn't go, ooh, boy, we're going to pass on Mahomes because we got Brady. Right. I mean, because we got Bortles. They elected to go running back there. They were never taking They were coming off a playoff year. They were never taking a quarterback there, right or wrong. So Tom Coughlin did not pass up Mahomes. It's not that makes it, so that's one. Two other great falsehoods with Coughlin, and I'll just throw them out there real quick. Lamar Jackson was there, and Tom Coughlin took Taven Bryan.
Yeah. When
in reality, Coughlin would have preferred, again, I don't mean to betray confidences here, would have preferred Lamar Jackson. Taven Bryan was a Caldwell pick. And then the third falsehood, and this is my favorite by a bunch of people who don't know a damn thing but hear it and pass it on. Tom Coughlin chewed out Jalen Ramsey and broke up the team. When it wasn't Tom Coughlin that chewed out Jalen Ramsey. That wasn't even him.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he just doesn't, he's so out of the loop he doesn't know what people are saying, or if he just doesn't care. He never pushed back on any of those.
Well, one more thing, and I got a lot of good history stuff, and I was reminded they were talking about Spagnuolo. Okay. This is another point of a great coach is surrounding yourself with great people. So they were rattling off. Let me get it for you. They were rattling off Spagnuolo's resume. Okay. And they were likening Spagnuolo won one Super Bowl with the Giants, then he left and got the Rams job, but he won the first one. And they were drawing comparisons to not just Chris Jones of the Chiefs, what a great pass rush he has, but all these other dudes who made an impact in this Super Bowl and helped the Chiefs win defensively, and how good Spagnuolo is, okay? And so here's Spagnuolo likening that to the first Super Bowl with the Giants when they beat the Patriots, and all these dudes like Barry Cofield and those guys who were able to get pressure on Brady, right? And so in the story, Spagnuolo was like a 47-year-old longtime assistant coach, and finally somebody gave him a chance, and that somebody who gave him a chance to be a coordinator was Tom Coughlin. So Tom Coughlin was able to recognize what a good coach Steve Spagnuolo is. Steve Spagnuolo started at UMass, then interned with Washington, then went to Lafayette, Connecticut for 6 years, Jeff, as a defensive backs coach. Then he got to be defensive coordinator. Then he went to the Barcelona Dragons. Then he went to Maine as a defensive backs coach. Then he got promoted at Maine. Then he went to Rutgers. Then he went to Bowling Green. Then he went to the Frankfurt Galaxy. Then he finally got in with the Eagles, but he only was a defensive assistant. I mean, he had been coaching, Jeff, 20 years. 20 years before he got in with the Eagles as a, quote, defensive assistant, got as high as linebackers coach. And then Coughlin snared him and made him defensive coordinator. They won a Super Bowl. He got the Rams head coaching job, got fired in St. Louis, went back to the Saints for a year, the Ravens as a senior defensive assistant, the Ravens as a secondary coach, went back to the Giants for another run, was an interim head coach with the Giants, and then Andy Reid plucked him and took him as a D coordinator. And now he's won 3 Super Bowls. So it's just a question of guys who are, coaches who are able to find other talent to help them. It's interesting. All right, we'll keep it rolling. We got a lot to do. We'll talk more about the tiers as well. That's coming up.
Yeah, and I asked y'all where you would put them.
Did you just say where the Jags are yet?
I haven't said yet, and so when we come back, I've asked where y'all would put them. I'm going to ask you where you think they were put. Actually, we'll do that in the 8 o'clock hour. I got something. I want to touch on a couple of golf things when we come back. Okay. And let's also kind of bring people up to date on Daytona, where things stand. I have a busy day down there at the Super Speedway as well.
Right.
So Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemen only.
641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. And you can go see Dave Matthews, I believe is what you said. Is that correct?
Exactly what your boy said. Ooh. Dave Matthews will be in the city May 29th. Holla at your boy.
Whoa!
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Winters are mild.
All the time?
All the time?
Summers are hot.
The beach.
And everything in between is awesome.
Amazing, isn't it?
1010XL. This is the Duval life.
Hey, one of life's most important decisions, if you're 18 years or older, you just got married, just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. That's why I'm telling you about Maddie Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney, Matt is. But have you done your last will? Not the most fun thing to do, not the most pleasant thing to do, but it's something that we all need to do. Besides getting your assets to the people that you choose, planning can help minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Henson's your guy. He's going to listen. He's going to help you with some tough decisions. He's going to provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. It's the Henson Law Firm. If you got questions, reach out to Maddie, 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Don't let the state decide your fate.
At Honda, we appreciate all the comparisons to other vehicles. And no matter how many times they compare their vehicles to a Honda, only a Honda is a Honda. Remember, value, quality, safety, there is no substitute. Visit your local Honda dealer now and experience the difference.
People who suffer from arthritis are getting real pain relief with exciting biologic therapies at QC Kinetics.
The success rate is there, and there's no better way to treat yourself when it comes to dealing with pain.
Meet Tyler Vale, co-founder of QC Kinetics, who says they can't cure arthritis, but they can treat the pain.
If you think of the tide coming in and out on the beach and what it does, it erodes the sand, right? Can't stop the tide, but eventually when the sand or the beach gets bad enough, we backfill that beach with sand so that we get generations of enjoyment with that beach again. And the same thing happens with your knee or your shoulder or your hip or your back. We want to backfill the problems that have happened to this point. I'm not stopping the tide, so I'm not stopping the arthritis, but I want to get generations of enjoyment out of those joints again.
Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation. Learn more about how restorative biologic therapies can get you real and lasting joint pain relief.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Toilet or shower not draining? Water bill high? So many issues you want to cry? Call Mr. Rooter of Jacksonville. Have your number 2 business serviced by your number 1 plumber. Let us do your dirty work. Call us today.
Mr. Rooter. Dave Benyon with Zero Res. As the temps outside are warming up, so is Zero Res. Right now, it's the hottest price of the year. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for only $147, and the 4th room is free. That's right, the 4th room is on me. Google Zero Res and see what people are saying. Zero Res has over 6,000 5-star reviews. Remember, February is the hottest price of the year for Zero Res. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for $147, and the 4th room is free. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Tired of overpaying for tires? Cruise into Tire Outlet for the best selection, best quality, and best prices on the tires you need to keep you and your family safe on the road. With over 40 years of experience and 15 locations across Florida, Tire Outlet is the brand you can trust to perform great service at a great price. Our technicians are ready to do the maintenance and repairs to your vehicle performing its best. Tire Outlet, wholesale prices, premium service.
Tire Outlet.
It's time for some University of North Florida baseball. The Ospreys and the Florida Gators hit the diamond Tuesday, February 20th at Harmon Stadium. First pitch at 6. Reserve your seat now at unfospreys.com/tickets. Safe! They're going fast, so get yours today to see the Ospreys take on one of the nation's top teams in the Gators. unfospreys.com. unfospreys.com. Swoop!
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From Roll and Lock bed covers to Lear toppers to Cam Locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
When the sun goes down, you might think a golf course shuts down, but not at the Golf Club of Southampton. Join the gang every Thursday night for trivia with Brooke and Jason, and everybody's favorite night, Friday night on the patio, featuring local musicians, food, and drink. It's all at the Golf Club of Southampton. Great golf. You've come to expect that. But don't forget, when night falls, the fun doesn't stop. Trivia every Thursday night in Southampton's live music patio session Fridays. Call 287-PLAY to make a tee time and the good time.
Frank Frangie here. I was born and raised in Jacksonville, and I love living here. But I also know how bad bugs are in Florida. So I trust Orange Environmental Services to handle all my pest control needs because they've got the best technicians and effective treatment. Their name may be orange, but they think green. Orange Environmental has been serving the First Coast for over 50 years, and they now offer complete lawn maintenance services. Call Orange Environmental Services for peace of mind from bug problems today. Call them at 272-3284. That's 272-3284.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Very golf question for you, Jeff.
Yeah, that's good. I wanted to talk a little golf, so what do you got?
Well, I was out Friday. I like to get in the dirt,
In the
dirt.
dirt?
Hit balls,
Like golf.
Tiger
golf
says to get better, you got to get in the dirt.
Tiger, have you seen the picture of Tiger after he withdrew with the flu? He's got like a big triple cheeseburger combo meal from like In-N-Out. Okay, that ain't the flu. So that's all. That disingenuousness with Tiger has always been annoying.
Yeah.
He for great. A lot of great athletes would never make an excuse. Tiger ain't afraid at all to make one real quick.
But I saw something that impressed me.
All right.
And you may tell me as a good golfer, it's not that big a deal.
Well, I don't know.
But anyway,
about that.
I was out there in the dirt at a local establishment, Jack's Beach.
All right.
Just pounding some golf balls.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy next to me, he's probably late 40s, early 50s. Looks like he's in good shape. I'm watching him swing his irons. He looks pretty good. He's right in front. You know how you're all on the line there when you're in the dirt practicing?
Sure.
And looks like he's got a good swing, and he's hitting the ball well. Ball's coming off those irons and going far. Anyway, I'm going through my stuff, doing my thing, and not paying attention. Then I look up, and he's got his driver out, and I'm like, oh, interesting. And I guess it's a drill or whatever, but he's got the driver, and he's got his right hand on it, not his left hand.
All right.
And he's just practicing swinging, swinging with the right hand. I'm like, all right, he's working on, he's got that turn going, and that's good. And then he gets over the ball with his right hand, and he hits it just with his right hand. Whack! He does it like 10 times in a row. Hits a damn ball to the net. And I'm like, good God almighty, how do you do that?
Okay.
So I wanted to try it, but quite frankly, if I swung with one hand, there's a good chance I might
hit him.
Tin cup. Yeah. I might hit the straight up backwards. Can you do that?
Probably, but yeah.
And hit it
but
about as far as you can?
No.
I mean, I was like,
the guy, by the way,
shout out,
I
dude.
mean, that's all good. I don't really see a lot of value in either that drill or doing it because I promise you this.
I should have
take
asked
that
him.
one-handed nonsense out to a real round of golf and let me know how it goes.
Yeah, I should have asked him, but I was
You have
impressed.
2 hands. You should put them both on the golf club. There ain't nobody driving it better with one hand than two. But that doesn't mean he's not just having fun on the range.
I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if it was a party trick. I don't know if it was something he was working on. It looked like to me like he was just kind of working on his posture. His
I
swing,
have at
his
various.
form.
The reason I think
was
that
impressed.
I could at least a little bit is that my brother lost the use of his right arm when he was young.
Oh, yeah.
He was in a sledding accident. His right arm was
As a
paralyzed.
kid.
So I found myself as a kid a lot of the time trying to do certain sports with one hand.
Okay.
Just to see just to empathize, right? Not to try and. So I've hit golf balls with one hand a bunch of times. I played golf with him when he was younger, where I would agree just to use one arm too.
Okay.
So, I find
That's impressive.
I think that I would probably, if I had to play with my right arm, though, I'm not sure I'd hit it like a tennis ball. I think I might hit it with a left-handed club and hit it like a backhand.
Yeah.
Right?
Interesting.
So,
Anyway, I just thought I saw that as we
you know what?
dovetail into golf.
Maybe this incident with Jordan Spieth should be the impetus for a change.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Right.
I love the tradition of golf, but come on, man.
That's a dumb one. That one is aged out.
Technology
That's
can
what
help
I mean.
us. Let technology help us. Why are we always so afraid to let technology help us when it can help us, yet use technology where maybe we shouldn't use I don't get it.
I'll give you a kind of a better oxymoron about the whole thing. The PGA Tour will use technology to give some poor dude a 2-shot penalty because he put his knees on a towel under a tree.
Yeah.
They'll use that technology, but they won't use the technology to help the player to keep a situation from going bad. There's an old rule in golf, and it's happened before. Roberto DiVincenzo lost the Masters because he did this. You sign a wrong scorecard, and you're not penalized. You're DQ'd. And so Spieth had a hole, then he made a 4. It got written down as a 3. He signed it without paying attention, and at 8 under par and in contention through 2 rounds, he got the boot. So
Das Boot.
It's archaic, dude. At this point, with all the 8 million scoring apps, you've got a person carrying around a scoreboard. It seems silly.
Let them handle it. Why do they even got to handle it?
They correct. You shouldn't even have. Now, look, if you want to break it down different, so when you're playing the mid-am and there's no one on the golf course and you and your partner are 7, that's different.
Yeah.
PGA Tour events, you should no longer. There shouldn't be any.
They're scoring everywhere.
There shouldn't be controversy about your score. I mean, you've even got the dude carrying the board with your score
I would
on
agree
it.
with that one.
So I just
usually I'd be against. I agree. I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? He's right. When they said that this weekend, he was funny yesterday. He congratulated Hideki Matsuyama, and he said,
"Don't
make
forget
sure
to
you
sign
check
that
your
card."
scorecard.
Well, Matsuyama yesterday, was down 5 at the turn.
I got guys texting me about the bean. You know. Telling me how well the bean was playing, and I was out doing something and was working yesterday, and I had assumed he had surged into the lead. And I get back to the television station, and I flip on the golf, and he's down 3 strokes. I'm like, because I had the bean in one of our
the fantasy league.
Yeah.
So did I.
So
I escaped with the in the brunch with the tour because we don't care if the tour guy wins. He's not even eligible to spin. It's really about me, you, and E.
Right.
We all did about it. I mean, you got like 7, I got like 6, and he got like 5.
Okay.
But you just don't want to get absolutely squashed.
Yeah, you get because that was an elevated tournament. It's a little $4 million payday if you won it, right?
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah. So, you got to be careful there. So,
all right, they're saying the burger was from Wednesday. Social media got me, and I'm not even on social media. This goes out to my text, my group text. See, you guys, you're so irresponsible.
Yeah. Oh, they
apparently somebody pulled it up and said
those
this guy
guys,
was from before.
That group is not journalists.
Oh, gosh, no.
No journalistic integrity whatsoever.
Well, one of them calls the rest of them beat writers without a beat.
Yeah.
But, so thanks a lot.
Yeah, they killed you on that one. He was sick.
And
Patty Can't-Play was sick yesterday, too.
Patty Can't-Play is sick, all right. Yes, he is. Patty Can't-Play is sick with nervousness and anxiety whenever the first place on the leaderboard pops up. He's terrible, dude.
I mean,
hey, Patty.
If you have like two of the top, I don't know, 5 golfers in the world who are on the PGA Tour, in the last group, one of them's got to win the tournament. And both him and the X-Man, they
do that together.
They're
soft.
Time.
They should have gone to live. They're quintessential cliche live golfers.
Yeah.
Just go get the money. You don't care about anything. You're not fan friendly. You're kind of DB. So y'all should have just gone. No one would miss you.
Yeah.
And again, that's just an utter choke. This dude, all 6 rounds he's played this year, he's been 7 under or better after round 1. And he can't win.
I know, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we put our backs to the wall, we respond in a great way, Jeff.
Okay. We as a humanity or someone in particular?
Anybody.
Okay.
You put your back to the wall, fight or flight, right? You don't know what you're going to do. And shout out to this Gator.
Like an alligator, a literal alligator?
An alligator.
Okay.
He's, and they're trapping him. They're doing their job. But the poor Gator's got his snoot all taped up.
I think it's his snout, but yeah.
Snout all taped up. He's got his front paws tied behind his back.
Those are his legs. They don't have paws.
Yeah. I mean, he is on the ground, dude. He is trapped.
He's hogtied, so to speak.
And so the boys, 3 of them are the trapper and 2 other guys are picking him up and putting him in the back of the pickup truck.
Not going to end well for the Gator, by the way.
No. But the Gator, in one last act of defiance and one last fight, takes that tail and knocks out the trapper.
Nice. Get him, Gator.
And rolls out of the truck. Now, he got nowhere to go.
No,
He can't move.
Yeah.
But he's trying.
Good. Get one in.
He's trying.
That was his last one, by the way. They went home and split his belly open.
Yeah, they did. It's unfortunate, but yeah. So anyway, that's That's that. So let's get into the 8 o'clock hour.
Yeah, listen.
Are we going to do the tiers?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
We're going to go because we said where you think they are. If you had to put the Jaguars in a quote tier.
Yeah.
And when we come back, I'll ask you where you think they put the Jags. It may be the same answer, but there is a story over the weekend on ESPN in their NFL section putting all 32 NFL teams into certain tiers, and they go from still major contenders all the way down to, still rebuilding. Dan offered up 2. Neither is where the Jaguars showed up, so we'll get into that a little bit more. Also, the reality of the Calvin Ridley signing is going to lead to maybe a risky decision for the Jags. So I want to talk about that a little bit, too. This is The Drill. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, divorcemenonly.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Launch the downloads.
Join the 1010XL Podcast Network.
And initiate sequence.
Now you can find all your favorite 1010XL podcasts in your platform of choice.
Hey, couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, I mean it. I mean, that's what you're treated like when you head over to that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. And you'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. And look, gang, whether you want the car, the truck, the SUV, the electric, the pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. Oh, those Corvettes look nice, too. Listen, I've joined the Jacksonville truck world, the beautiful blue Silverado that I couldn't be any happier with. And by the way, if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, don't worry about it. Go to morechevy.com. That's so easy to navigate. You can see all the cars, all the vehicles. You can go sales, service, parts. It's never been more easy to use. So, George Moore Chevrolet, gang, together. Let's drive.
Break free from the old school hassle at All Pro Roofing. They've revolutionized the game. And guess what? No more pressure, hassle, or time meeting with someone face-to-face for a roof quote. Unlock the power of an instant roof quote right from the comfort of your home. Get the information you need when you need it. Explore your roofing options today. Head over to allproroofingllc.com. Hit that instant roof quote tab for a free instant roof quote. allproroofingllc.com.
License number CCC 1327056.
CDC 060138. Don't ignore plumbing leaks. They can lead to mold and mildew or structural damage and drain your wallet. So when you have a leak and can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost are the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Apply by May 23rd.
The Bulls are back in town and taking over Jacksonville. Get ready for bull-bucking mayhem at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, February 23rd and 24th. U.S. Border Patrol PBR Jacksonville is bringing the city 2 nights of bull riding action, featuring the most electric 8 seconds in sports. Come see the toughest sport on dirt at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, February 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets today at PBR.com or Ticketmaster.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Bank in the 2023 Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards, and it's easy to see why. I go to the branch off 210 in St. Johns County and the new Durbin location, but they have 10 branches in the Jacksonville area. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
This is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about how God never fails us. In the Bible, Christ says this: I will in no way fail you or leave you without support. This is so important to remember because we can have the attitude, where is God when I need him? Why is this problem happening to me? No, just because your mind is saying one thing doesn't mean that God isn't going to do what he said. God has never failed us in the past. He's not about to start right now.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
Credit for everyone.
want 500 vehicles in one location, 30-day exchange program. If you want it all, get it all at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Right now, just $500 down and only $288 per month gets you a pre-owned 2021 Toyota Corolla. Or you choose a pre-owned 2021 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma for just $500 down and $388 per month. Plus, Arlington's Credit for Everyone program and 30-day exchange program. Save thousands and shop arlingtontoyota.com today.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey for Awaken 180 Weight Loss. When researching any product or service, we want to know what other customers had to say about it. Were they happy? Did they receive the results promised? What if that company had a customer satisfaction score of 98%? I don't know about you, but for me, I'm in. Let's say you're searching weight loss programs. I'm sure you'd be satisfied with a company that had a 75 or 80% success ratio because, well, it's weight loss. Anything higher than 80% would be a shocker. Well, Awaken 180 clients give them a score of 98%. And we're not talking about 10 or 20 people. Awaken 180 has helped me and over 21,000 other clients achieve what no other diet, workout plan, or injection has been able to do before. 9 years, 21,000 clients, and over 700,000 pounds lost with the solution for weight loss. Do what Matt Hayes and I did. Succeed with Awaken 180 Weight Loss. 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800, or reserve your consultation at awaken180weightloss.com.
Need cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all. Selling or pawning, get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Window Gang Jacksonville. In the win over Georgia, the Gator guard play of Zion Pullen, head coach Todd Golden says, was critical to the victory.
He's like the ultimate security blanket out there. He's going to be able to get us organized and get us into something. He does a good job finding guys.
The Icemen's Luke Brown snapped the scoreless game 5 minutes and 31 seconds into the second period during a run of 4 unanswered goals and helping the Jacksonville Icemen extend their point streak in Saturday night's East Coast Hockey League victory at the Savannah Ghost Pirates. Tiger Woods has withdrawn from the Genesis Invitational in Pacific Palisades, California due to illness. According to Tiger, this may be part of the course going forward as he deals with health challenges.
The physical ups and downs, that's just part of my body. That's part of what it is. That's all right. I accept it and accept the challenge.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:08, it's 44 degrees time and temp, brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right. I have an idea to. It's going to draw a great consternation by some.
Yes.
I have an idea to make women's basketball way more watchable.
Okay.
You ready?
Sure.
6 feet and under only. Get rid of these plodding 6'7" elbows and arms and throwing up clanks off the layup. You know, get rid of, and just give me a bunch of Tarasis and Paige Beckers and Sabrina Ionescu's and Caitlin Clark. Just give me a bunch of them. They'll get up and down the court. They'll wheel and deal. Shout out to Sabrina, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, she went, shot for shot with the best three-point shooter in the history of the game.
It was tough.
If she would have been in the NBA.
She did it from the NBA line, too, which was impressive.
And she also did it cold, Dan.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not out there running around playing. She walked off the bench, took off her sweats, and started draining threes. And then, again, from the text line I've got, don't forget the thing, she's using a ladies' ball. Okay, what's your point?
Right.
Women's basketballs are different. That's correct. If Annika shoots 59, is it because she had a women's dryer? I don't know what the point is to that. Women's basketballs are a little bit smaller. But, yeah, keep it under 6 feet, Dan, and just show me some of that speed and athleticism and shooting touch. But the real thing that they're missing, Dan, they should do it next year. Because the NBA players seem to be on board with the support of the WNBA and women's basketball. I get it. It's their profession. They really should put 2 of the players in the NBA All-Star game because the kind of defense they play, Ionescu could have scored 20 points in the game last night, Hick.
Well, that's
get her 10 open threes. She'll hit, 6 of them.
Yeah.
And let her score 18 points if that's what you want. You want to artificially inflate the popularity and the promotion. You want to promote the women's game. Put a couple of them in the All-Star game. The way defense is played, they would score. But she came out and hit 9 of her first 10. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was impressive.
That was good.
She gave
kudos to Curry, the best
Curry's
shooter
like,
of all time, who said, okay.
First for taking the challenge, and then after she went out and put 26 up. By the way, 26 is what like those guys shooting in the contest were getting.
I was bummed because my guy JB, Jalen Brunson, he had it. He was at 24. He had his money rack. He had 3 shots left. He makes one of the 3. He's in the shoot-off, the 30-second shoot-off. He makes one of the 3. He's in the shoot-off because that's what it was. It didn't matter because all the 26 guys.
Trey got in the shoot-off.
Yeah. But Trey
got like 6 minutes in the All-Star game. Thanks, Doc. I mean, where's the Hawks love, buddy?
Trey got I won't say lucky, but Trey made his money rack, and he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, hit them all at the end.
Yeah, have that
by the way,
26
you just saw what it's like watching Trey Young play every night.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
He did have one of the highlights of the game. I don't know if that's a good move long-term career-wise, nutmegging Kevin Durant. Not sure that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
He's a little better than you. I don't know if you want to embarrass Kevin Durant, go right through the legs and hit your little
It was smooth, though, too.
It was smooth. Yeah, he's got that and one in him now.
He got that
He's got that game, that style of
But Dame had a weekend now.
Yeah.
Dame won the thing, and then he won the MVP, so he won the 3-point for back-to-back years. I was looking at this, too. Who are the better basketball players, the 3-point shooting champions or the slam dunk champions? I guess you got to go slam dunk because Jordan won it.
Well, the slam dunk now has become more no-name players than it was in the past.
Now the 3-point is much more enjoyable than the slam dunk to me.
Well, I guess you probably have to go year by year, and we could definitely determine which year which category was better. Some years it's been the dunk contest. Some years it's been the 3-point.
Well, they were putting up the multiple winners because we now have multiple winners of – we had multiple winners of both this week, so the multiple winners. And there was some pretty good – like I think John Stockton was a multiple three-point champion. Dame Lillard, multiple 3-point champion. So
when it comes to the dunk, you've got Jordan, who's a multiple winner, but you also have Mac McClung, who can't play a minute in the NBA.
Daddy.
Mac.
That kind of puts a –
Why can't Mac get in the NBA?
Oh, no.
Well, because he's little and there's a lot of good players.
That dude can jump.
He can't jump.
My God, his head is above the rim, and he's not that tall.
Yeah, I'm waiting on one of these guys in the dunk contest to just like go complete.
By the way,
who was it that was it Manute Bol that knocked his teeth out?
One criticism of the slam dunk, and it was easy peasy. And what a miss by Jaylen Brown.
Oh, man.
What a miss.
So
Jaylen
bad.
Brown had a great opportunity. All he had to do, and he could have won it. All he had to do, he's Brown 7. Reenact these.
Yeah. He tried to.
I did not.
It was
That was
trash.
terrible.
It was
And you
horrible.
can't cover it after you've done.
Yeah. Now, what was that?
And if you're going to reenact these, you put on a D. Brown jersey, you get the sneakers, you pump them up at midcourt. You do the whole thing.
Might have been a good idea. I do think he was trying to do it, but it's like he thought at the very end.
Or you bring D out there and do something with him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Brown and Brown. I mean, it's right there. The
It's right there.
creativity was
fair.
missed by Jaylen Brown. It was. I don't need the glove on the left hand. What is
was
that?
What? The Michael Jackson.
Well, I'm assuming. I think people say he can't go to his left, or is there some? So he was kind of like mocking him, But anyway, so McClung wins it, and the two other afterthoughts, the Toppin brother and
Toppin brother got kind of screwed on one of his dunks.
Because they're not big enough boys.
Yeah.
And McClung's not a big boy, but he won last
He's
year.
a little white dude.
And
Let's
he's white.
call it what it is.
And he's white.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But then they were killing some great. Chuck is the best.
Oh, man.
Chuck went after San Francisco and Draymond last
Oh,
night.
Dan, I rewound that and I watched it I was like, how can he say this on TV? It was so funny.
Somebody's saying, let's never come back to Indianapolis because it was cold.
Draymond said, let's never host
the
All-Star
damn
game.
sure better than going to San Francisco, man. I mean, are you kidding? Bunch of homeless crooks out there. Draymond starts screaming. They're all like, come on, Chuck. He goes, what? It's true.
He said, nobody likes San Fran. Draymond said, yeah, they do. He said, you can't walk around. Chuck said, yeah, with a bulletproof vest.
Chuck going old South
Chuck
on him.
got at him.
Yeah. He ain't no Leeds, Alabama. Chuck rather be in Leeds on the corner there at the drugstore.
Chuck was good, man. That was funny. So I enjoyed that.
So listen, Hick, how dangerous is
Tears.
it? How
Let's
much
do tears.
Okay, before we do that, I got
Oh, no.
I got one little like Daly's double. I got a double take here on
All right.
a reality that I'm not sure we've discussed a lot is Calvin Ridley too much of a priority to let him go into free agency, then sign him there and only lose the third rounder instead of the second rounder? In other words,
you're going to take the risk.
Yeah, if you sign him before the league, if you sign him now, it'll cost you a second rounder, but you have no competition for him.
Right.
Or can you get with Calvin and say, look, here's our plan, here's what we're willing to offer, let's wait until the new year, let's sign you as a free agent, and we'll get a better player.
If you're Calvin Ridley's agent, you go, that's fine, but I can't guarantee.
I get it. Well, what if you could you guarantee this? Like, all for the help of a team. And probably, by the way, this would be viewed as, I don't know, illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Could you get with Calvin and his guy and come to an agreement on what the deal is, one they're happy with, one you'll both stick to, and then just don't do it until free agency starts? Couldn't that be an idea? But then you would have to trust that you agreed a 3-year, $44 million, and then
Carolina comes out and gives them,
twice,
guaranteed.
But you have to have, like the assertion, or can you have that assertion? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. If you've lost a third-round pick. You don't want to lose a second-round pick, but you got 2 third. I don't know, man. I mean, we're so bad at drafting. Again, I'm keeping Calvin Ridley at all costs. But if they want to take that risk, and apparently this is what they're going to do, right? They're going to franchise Josh Allen. They're going to roll the dice on Ridley, and we'll see what happens. The smoke clears, and Josh Allen holds out a training camp, and Ridley leaves.
We got to get healthy and have a good
my
draft.
tier of us teetering.
I think what happened. Listen,
go either way.
These things can, man. They're always going to go. They're always going to turn quick. If we looked at this exact same column from a year ago, we would have been in a different spot. And there's excuses and reasons for why teams go backwards. And I know other teams had injuries too, and that doesn't mean that we're not more susceptible to them. I think the injuries really derailed us as much as anything across the board. Kirk and the offensive line and Trevor and just always something. Tyson Campbell was never right. But I told you that Jeremy Fowler of ESPN has put every franchise into a specific tier. Still major contender, need a postseason breakthrough, teetering contender, headed on the right track, stuck in the middle but a move or two away, stuck in quarterback purgatory, this could go either way, new coach, new direction, rebuild in the works, or still rebuilding. Dan said the two that he felt best described the Jaguars were this could go either way and teetering contender.
Mm-hmm.
That is not where the Jags were placed by Jeremy Fowler. Would you take another guess where they are? So that would be this. Still major contenders, need a postseason breakthrough.
No.
Headed on the right track. Stuck in the middle, but a move or two away. We're not stuck in quarterback purgatory. We don't have a new coach, and there's no rebuild per se. So which of those do you think it is? Still major contender, need a postseason breakthrough, headed on the right track, stuck in the middle, but a move or two away.
Well, if he's got him headed on the right track, he's wrong.
Okay.
Is that where he's got him?
Yes, he's got them headed on the right track, along with the Houston Texans, the Green Bay Packers, and the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
I think that's fair only because I don't want to go a tier lower. I think there's enough there to consider ourselves still on the right track. Obviously, we had a blip. We had a terrible second half of the football season.
So you then, if you're saying they're headed on the right track, then you're convinced that they're going to be at worst 9-8 again next year. There will be a winning franchise competing for a playoff spot, and at worst 9-8, which would be maybe a game out of the playoffs or in the playoffs again.
I think so.
That's what you're saying.
I think that's what I think.
Yeah, I would never go there right now.
Okay. Well, that's because people are down on the confidence in Trevor Lawrence.
No, I'm down on the confidence in the guy putting the pieces around Trevor Lawrence.
They were 9-8 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems to be where they are right now. They need to add something. The guy that you don't trust needs to do better to get them better than 9-8, but I'm not sure the baseline talent is much worse than 9-8. They couldn't have done much worse in some areas that they did last year. Here's what he writes, though, about the Jags. Average age of roster, 27. Salary cap space, $13.5 million.
Yeah.
9 projected draft picks. Much of the Jags all-season centers around Allen and Ridley, yada, yada, yada.
I mean, again, if we bring Allen and Ridley back, then that's just getting us back to 9-8, which is what we've been the last 2 years.
No, I mean, that doesn't necessarily just get you back to 9-8.
What does it do?
You could be 11. Should they have, let's be honest, should they have been 9-8 this year? Or should they have won a couple more games than they did?
No, I'll tell you what, Jeff.
Or do you think they should be worse?
I think they should be 9-8.
Okay.
You are what you are, and I'll tell you why. Because you're going to give me.
I'm not giving you anything. I feel like they're better than 9-8.
Okay,
they played much of the year as a better than 9-8 football team, and then their quarterback got injured every week for 8 weeks.
Well, if they don't fix that line, he's going to get injured next year too.
All right.
Yeah.
E.T., I am a hair trigger away from going full-on wheel bet on Monday, February 19th.
Ooh, I bet you won't.
It's a silly, silly place to be. I'm not going to let my emotion go there, but I am so close to being able.
What do you got?
I would wheel bet that 9-8 is the worst they are next year, but I'm not doing it yet.
Dang it.
Man.
Keep it in there. That's what I believe.
I'm not doing it because, again,
you'd have to root against it.
Yeah, you do this to me. I'm not
doing it to you.
Now,
What
if you give me,
I'm trying to emphasize.
If you give me 3-1 odds, I might do it.
Listen, I'm not doing it to you. I'm trying to emphasize, like, with some reality that I really disagree with.
Here's a
with
reality.
you.
We didn't score a touchdown against the Chiefs or the Niners. Here's a reality. We played the Texans twice. We split with them. Here's a reality. We beat Buffalo by 5 points. That was our marquee win of the year. Here's a reality. Very easily could have lost to the Saints. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The Ravens, we scored 7 points against, too. So, again, if I'm looking at this team, we damn sure better fix the offense first. And that means getting
the O-line, especially.
Getting tougher on the O-line. Listen, I read in King's column today, again, he said, hey, now – but you got to throw this out because they got Mahomes. But they go, hey, we got rid of Tyreek Hill. They've won 2 Super Bowls since they got rid of Tyreek Hill.
That's
but
not
they got
what,
Mahomes.
Well, I was going to say that's
no one else does.
Listen, that's fine. It's fair. It's accurate. But they didn't win 2 Super Bowls because they got rid of Tyreek Hill.
No, but that allowed them to draft certain guys who have helped their franchise.
For sure.
Yeah.
They did the right thing. They didn't spend all that money, and now they can give it to Patrick Mahomes, who deserves it and needs it, and this is the reason they win.
Yeah, but it's again. So where does he have them? What is the?
He has us in the. This is the team we share. Let me do this. Let's go back real quick and let me put you we're almost done.
Yeah.
Put you the teams that he has in each category.
Yeah.
And then we'll also see which teams are in the Jags category.
Okay.
But the still major contenders, the Baltimore Ravens, are they though?
Yeah.
Okay. The Baltimore Ravens,
Chiefs, Niners.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's a little early for this team, but the Detroit Lions. And the Lions aren't much different than the 17 Jags. I got to see it for more than a year. They're not much different than the 23 Jags, for the 22 Jags for that matter. But I don't know if you can categorize Detroit as, quote, still major contenders when they've never been major contenders. No? Yes? Anyone?
I was just looking at the text line. They said Kirk injury never happens. Jags make playoffs better than 9-8. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah,
I'm
not. Last year was a write-off. It was terrible. I mean, I'm not claiming they're better than they are.
Flat-out choke.
Yeah, their quarterback Hick, every part of him got destroyed in the last 8 weeks. You can't win with that.
Yeah, I'm not blaming him.
I'm not either.
But I'm blaming.
I'm saying if he's healthy, they win one of those games. I believe that. But there's other teams can say the same thing. Doesn't matter. We didn't make the playoffs. We were 9-8. We are what we are.
Yeah.
I have a hard time saying that the Detroit Lions are, quote, still major contenders when they haven't been major contenders, checks notes, ever.
I think the Lions are major contenders.
Still major contenders.
Well,
when did they become major contenders?
This year. They went to the NFC Championship game, and they had San Fran beat.
I follow a team that's gone to championship games, and it never made them major contenders.
Fade away.
Yeah. I don't necessarily think they're going to fade away, but I by no means put them up in the category of some of these other teams.
Say this,
the Chiefs.
The NFC North is going to be a lot tougher, though.
Yeah, they put the Lions, the Chiefs, the Niners in that still major contenders. Like, I'll give you an example. Do you think the Lions are better than the Bills?
I think it's a great game.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay.
Need a postseason breakthrough, the Bills.
They do.
Have the Bills not been to an NFC championship, AFC championship? Yeah.
But that's it. I mean,
that's all the place that the Lions have been. They're still major contenders. I'll get off the Lions.
The Bills haven't
like
been.
A bone.
The Bills haven't been.
Yeah, a breakthrough for them is a Super Bowl, so that's fair. Yeah. They've been right there. They need to do more than just make the playoffs.
They need to,
and that's 2 years in a row they've lost at home.
Yeah.
To a big boy they should beat.
Yeah.
Let's see. Need a postseason breakthrough. Dallas Cowboys. They perfectly fit that bill.
Oh God.
Will they get one? That's another question. The Miami Dolphins, that's too high for them. They belong down with us.
Yeah.
What have the Finns done?
Nothing. They beat up weak teams.
Yes, and they lost in the playoffs in the first round both years.
Lost to good teams all year.
Yeah. Complete Miami.
And never really were in a game.
They do not belong in the need of postseason breakthrough. They need to be down with teetering contender maybe.
Yeah.
They got the Bengals teetering contenders. Show of hands who thinks the Dolphins are better than the Bengals if both healthy.
I'll take Joe Burrow.
A million %. The Eagles. I think this is a good definition. They're teetering because of the whole aura, aren't they?
Yes.
Like, it just feels wrong up there.
10-1, Super Bowl, 10-1 to 11-6, and out in the playoffs.
Yeah. Then he headed on the right track category, which we already, spoiler alert, said we find our Jags.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland Browns, Green Bay Packers.
Cleveland Browns are iffy because of the quarterback thing.
Well, that's why we're in this headed on the right track and not up in teetering contenders and just, those little higher levels. Cleveland Browns, Green Bay Packers, Houston Texans.
Yeah. Well, Houston's going to be everybody's darling this year.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
Los Angeles Rams, Tampa Bay Bucks. I don't know about the Bucks,
No.
dude. They're getting old. They're losing some players. I don't understand that one.
I think the Bucks.
And that is the category headed on the right track. And then you get down to stuck in the middle, but a move or two away. That's the Colts, the Vikings, the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Stuck in quarterback purgatory. Falcons.
Yeah.
Perfect. Broncos.
Yeah.
Maybe. Patriots for sure.
Yeah.
Steelers. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
This is the easiest category.
Yeah.
Because
Who doesn't have a quarterback?
Right. Because every NFL team has potential
Anyone
with a
can
quarterback.
fit in there.
Right.
Yeah.
This could go either way.
Yeah.
Saints. They deserve to be a little higher, don't they? Although they did blow their playoff chances last year.
Yeah.
Jets.
Yeah.
New coach, new direction. These are just coaches with new works. Rebuilds. Carolina, Tennessee. Yep, still rebuilding. Arizona, Chicago, and the Giants.
Well, listen. Depending on what Chicago does. And
this is the NFL. These could be, just like the playoff gets flipped, these will be flipped by next year. It's still fun to look at this time of the year. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorceMenOnly.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Sometimes sports radio can be a wild ride. Buckle up your chin strap. This is 1010XL. Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Hey, always facing interesting economic times. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. For me, it's comforting to know my money is in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Gang, I'm not the expert when it comes to the economy. All right? 401ks, SEP IRAs. I'll let the boys at ITP handle that because as I move closer to retirement, I watch that money grow, and that's because of Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, and Reed Wingate. Those are ITP superstars. And from Junibug to Drew, 3 generations of Hickens have invested. And by the way, they listen, they give us individualized strategies. Our goals become their priority. So get in the game. If you have a question, a financial need, a financial thought, ITP Partners are there to help. For more info, Chris at ITPPartners.com, Chris at ITPPartners.com, or call 312-9751, 312-9751. ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Bueller Air Conditioning presents
Are You Cool?
Today's lucky contestant, a coffee filter repairman from Jacksonville Beach. Meet Dave Carvelis.
Great to be here, Pat.
No time for chit-chat, Dave. Here's your question. Your AC has been acting up. Do you A, ignore it and hope it gets better on its own? 2, take off all your clothes when you watch TV and hope that does the trick? Or C, call Bueller Air Conditioning?
Oh, jeez. I do like to sit around with no pants on.
5 seconds, Dave.
I'll say C. Call Bueller.
That's right, Dave. A quick call to Bueller will have our expert AC technicians at your door, usually the same day, to make sure that you are cool.
Can I still watch the game with no pants on?
It's America, Dave. Knock yourself out.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Get ready for the Players' Championship, March 12th through 17th at TPC Sawgrass. Don't miss your chance to watch the PGA Tour's best compete to etch their name in history while enjoying a vibrant social scene. From local bites to the latest merchandise available in the PGA Tour fan shop, the Players offers the ultimate experience for everyone to enjoy. Secure your spot today. Tickets are on sale now at theplayers.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Start your Sunday off with a cup of Joe and some sports medicine intel. This is Joe C. inviting you to join me and Dr. George Bari for Breaking Bones every Sunday morning at 7:30. And if you miss an episode, just look for Breaking Bones wherever you listen to podcasts.
Lower mortgage rates are here, and smart homeowners are wiping out all their credit card debt with help from Loan Pronto. Hey, Prosser here. Right now, Loan Pronto has a cash-out refinance rate of just 5.49%. You heard me. That's a huge drop. So you can get refinanced now, get cash out of your home's equity to wipe out all those credit cards and other high-interest loans. You can save hundreds every month with lower payments. Or, if you still have a mortgage rate in the threes, you can use Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit. Just get the cash you need and leave your primary mortgage intact. Loan Pronto can get you $50, $75, $100, even $200,000 in just a matter of days. Bottom line, Loan Pronto's got several options to help you erase debt and take control of your finances. Call today, and you can even skip your next 2 mortgage payments. Call Loan Pronto now at 904-999-1508, 904-999-1508, or loanpronto.com, 999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, 5.49%, has 6.39 APR, subject to lender approval.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing New Year's specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit BeechurstPlumbing.com, BETROS Plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Hey, one thing's for sure. We're heading into Trevor Lawrence's 4th NFL season. 4th NFL season. It not only will be time for him to make this offense much, much better, but it's also going to be time for this team to put all the pieces together and either become that team that is going to be in the playoffs every year. He's going to mix it up with Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow going forward, or fade away. That's kind of where we're at with Trevor Lawrence and this Jaguars franchise. And obviously they got to help him. They got to bring in the right guys. But there's some responsibility on Trevor, too, to take the next step. And that's your Duval Minute. If you're in search of a forklift rental, Lift Power has more than 900 machines in its rental inventory. Lift Power, locally owned and operated for more than 50 years. A diverse fleet of indoor and outdoor forklifts ranging from 3,000 to 10,000 pounds from top-name brands. Lift Power will customize, deliver, and service all the forklifts to meet each of your needs. Contact Lift Power today at liftpower.com/contact to learn more.
It's electric.
Ow! Boogie, woogie, woogie. Welcome back.
I'm dancing here. He probably got that idea from the silent disco.
It's a nice win for the Gators this weekend against UGA.
I like Todd Golden a lot.
Todd Golden's got him to 4-0 against Mike White.
He's got an eye for talent, man.
More importantly, Florida is winning basketball games, and now they're a lock for the tournament.
Pretty much.
Unless they just go belly up. But
they're too good to do that. Those guys are – I like those guys. Got some stones, man. Poland and Clay. They're not afraid of the moment. No. They're big. They're experienced.
Quite frankly, if one of them hits they had 2 looks to beat A&M. If they beat A&M, they've won, 9 or 8
8 in a row. They've won 7 out of 8. They got a big one with Alabama this week. Florida,
take the over, boys, in that one. Take the over.
Florida also picked up another quad 1 win this weekend. You're like, well, how does that? Georgia's no good. But no, Pitt, a team they had beaten earlier this year, has elevated themselves inside the top 50. If you beat a top 50 team on a neutral floor, it's a quad 1 win. So they actually picked up one of those. Bracketology, I imagine, if it comes out
7.
before Wednesday.
Got a 7 seed.
7, yeah, and they could go higher. They could get up as high as 4 or 5, depending on what they do. They've got 3 more quad 1 opportunities.
Right.
And what I really like about Golden, outside of game day coaching, he's got an eye for talent, man. I mean, he slayed this portal like no Gator coach has ever slayed anything.
Yeah.
Is that fair? This guy has brought in 5 studs in the portal. Not good players. Studs. Or 4, I guess. Hanglotten, Samuel, Clayton, Pullen. These guys are good players, man. Good players. And then the 2 that he got, like, traditionally, Hal or Hawk, or however he says it, and Condon are terrific. You got one more homegrown with Riley Kugel. That's a pretty good little rotation.
Yeah. They and by the way, they also had a kid named E.J. Jarvis coming in from Yale who ended up just taking the year off.
Yeah.
E.J. Jarvis was going to play.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. He was one of the better ones, wasn't he?
Yeah, so they were excited about him as well.
It looks like Todd Golden is going to be a real nice hire. I think he's going to he's college is about that portal now. Football and basketball. If you are able to manage the portal, it's just as important as getting that All-American team. In some ways, it may be more important. When All-American, I mean high school All-American, because Kentucky and Duke, they're not winning. That's what they do. They bring in 4 McDonald's All-Americans, they keep them for a year or 2, and then they gone. These guys are good players, and they'll be good next year, by the way.
Well, things change year to year in college basketball.
Right.
But yeah.
I don't see anyone leaving. I see guys grow. I mean, Pullen is gone.
Clayton will probably be gone.
Where?
Professional.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'd stay and play and try and get some NIL. I don't think he's like NBA ready. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
My point being, I like Golden a lot.
But the reason why
I'm very impressed with what he's done in a short time. This program is running smooth, pretty quick. And by the way, which is much like what Mike White's start to his Gator career is very similar. His first year, he
went to the Elite Eight his second year.
Right, it was a game under 500 his first year. And Mike White is a good coach. You know, he's a good coach. My fight with Gator Nation was their rudeness and their wrongness in how they attacked a guy who was doing yeoman's work for University of Florida.
Well, it'll be interesting. They have Alabama, as you mentioned, Wednesday night, but they still have Vanderbilt, who just fired Jerry Stackhouse finally. He was let go. Missouri, who hasn't won, I don't think, yet in the SEC. South Carolina, who's reeling a bit, lost a couple in a row, lost LSU, and they got blown out at Auburn. They get a rematch with Alabama, and then they got Vanderbilt again. I mean, that alone gets you – there's 3 dubs right there. That gets you to 11 dubs in the conference. And I suspect they find one more. I see a 12-7 type team. They play 19 now or 18. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But yeah, good road win because you knew Georgia really wanted that one. Mike White really wanted that one. That was and they jumped out on them, and Florida didn't panic, and they. So, but yeah, man, 88-82. They scored 100 against. I mean, this is a team that scores a lot of points, and so does Alabama. Can you tell me the over/under for Florida Alabama on Wednesday night? Is that out yet?
I doubt it.
Can you effort that or no?
I will.
I'm just curious.
I'll see. Basketball, they usually wait till the day of.
Do they? Because it is gonna be. It is gonna be hot. Alabama's the number 1 scoring team in the country at 90.7, tied with Arizona, and Florida's number 9 at 84.8. 90 and 84 is 175.
Bama got off to kind of a slow start, but the net rankings love them.
Yeah. So.
It's okay. We'll see if it's. I'm gonna go here, see if it's there.
Yeah. You know the best. You know the best defenses in the country, scoring defense.
Nothing available yet.
Okay. You know the best scoring defenses in the country, Final Four potential.
The team is Final Four potential.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the team that always plays defense to me is Virginia.
Virginia's third. That's a good guess, but I don't think they have Final Four potential.
No, but they might. No, you're right though. They won't be. We won't be picking them there. All right. Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Houston gives up 55 a game. Alabama-Houston would be a fun game to watch. See who wins the tempo battle. How do you win the tempo battle? You know, that would be interesting. But yeah, college basketball off and running. FSU hit the dregs. They've fallen apart. I watched. Boy, I tell you what, Florida Atlantic still has some moxie. They were really good last year. They played USF yesterday. They lost, but they were down 25 with 7 minutes to go, and they got within a possession of stealing that game in Tampa. And USF had its first sellout ever, or not ever, in like 10 years or whatever, and USF was able to win it. And
South Florida leads that conference, by the way. I mean, FAU
you know the
gets all
coaches
the
of South Florida?
I just oh gosh, I just saw this.
Uh-huh. It's a familiar name.
I know it is. It's it's a former player. It's
You're on the right path.
It's like Khalid El Amin. It's not him.
Yeah, very close.
I don't know who is it.
Did he play for your team, this guy I'm about to say, or no?
No, you're thinking of Sharif. It's Abdul Rahim is who it is. It's Sharif is who played.
Amir Abdul Rahim.
I don't know who if Amir played.
Okay.
I'm thinking that I think that Sharif Abdul Rahim's kid on Georgia.
Yeah, I wonder.
Right, because he went to Atlanta at one point. Probably born there. I bet that's.
I guess this guy was just a coach, right?
Yeah, I don't think that guy's a player.
Yeah,
he's
42.
The name.
He's from Atlanta.
I saw the name this weekend because of the Abdul Rahim was in my mind because of Sharif
His brother is Sharif.
Okay, there you go.
His brother is Sharif. He's one of 13 siblings.
Wow. Mom and Dad getting busy.
He's also the uncle of Sharif's son, Jabri Abdul Rahim.
Well, USF.
But here's an interesting guy. Like, you want to talk about a fast track. So this guy got the Kennesaw State job, and he went 1-28 his first year. And he left 4 years later, and Kennesaw State was 26-9 and 15-3. And then he went to USF, and he's got them 19-5 and 12-1. This guy you want to keep an eye on as far as if you need a coach for one of them Power Fives.
Well, they've won 11 in a row and 15, 16, 17 out of 18.
Now
they're 19-5, and yeah, they should be ranked. I mean, I don't know why FAU is ranked. By the way, in this win streak, they have a win over at the time number 10 Memphis.
Yeah.
They beat FSU by 16 on the road earlier this year, and then yesterday they beat 24th ranked FAU.
Ignorant statement from Danny here.
Okay.
USF is not Power 5, right? They're not in the Big 12 or anything. They're in the
Conference USA, isn't it?
Right. So wouldn't they
American Athletic?
Wouldn't they be a candidate to find a spot in one of these? I mean, doesn't USF have everything you would want if you wanted?
Except success. They don't win in anything.
Okay, but you've got Tampa.
I'm with you, dude. USF should be ashamed of themselves for letting UCF
well,
become
that's what
them.
I'm wondering.
They're way ahead of UCF, and they apparently are not interested, I guess.
No, I think they are, and I think they're.
Well, they don't. There's a couple things. They don't have an on-campus facility.
Football-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They play in Raymond James. If you've ever seen a USF game, there's like 8,000 people there typically. They've been terrible in football. If they'd have gotten some momentum in football.
Well, they got the number 2 with Levitt, remember?
Yeah, but that's it. If they had some momentum, if they could ever kept going, why has UCF been able to do them and them not? But yeah, you're right. If you're USF, why is UCF in the Big 12 and we're nowhere?
USF releases first renderings of new on-campus stadium, announces $6 million gift.
Maybe they'll try and get in somewhere with, say, FSU.
35,000-seat stadium. They're doing some stuff down there. I'm just saying that.
No, I hear you.
I would keep an eye on USF. I mean, that would be one that would be appealing to, Big Ten. I don't know if you want to go in the. I mean, you got to get in the Power 5. It's going to be. Those are those outlier programs who don't want to be left.
Well, UCF
without the
was
prom
there.
date.
Yeah, well, long ago left without the prom date.
Well, I know,
USF.
but we're going to get to a point where it's going to be the haves and the have-nots. The haves are going to be separate from the have-nots, I think, aren't they?
Well, then USF doesn't deserve. They shouldn't be a have. Never done anything to be a have.
Fight for the have.
Their whole career. I mean, they're terrible.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying they're appealing. They got a big market. They're in Florida. They've got a basketball facility. If they're building a football one, they're good in they're good in sports. I mean, they're not great in the big sports. Anyway, it's just interesting. I don't know enough about them, so they're like I said, dumb, ignorant questions here from me going forward. But I just wonder, Many years ago, USF left UCF in the Conference USA and openly taunted UCF about it. UCF reminded them that when they left for the Big 12. So maybe that's true.
I don't. Yeah, USF is by far get the award for thumb up the rear during all of this going on.
Mr. 10 says Willie Taggart killed USF football.
Yeah.
He may have.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
USF football has never been any good. They had a one like
they got the number 2 in the country.
Yeah, and then I think they went 7-5 or something, didn't they?
Jim Leavitt.
Yeah, Jim Leavitt.
Jim Leavitt was a coach. All right, let's. You want to keep it rolling? What do we got?
Plenty. This is The Drill. It's a Monday Morning Quarterback. DivorceMenOnly.com.
Boom.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Connect with 1010XL.
On the line, with your friends. Now everyone's exchanging ideas.
Find 1010XL on your social channels.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Rhino Shield, man. Stop paying for exterior paint that does not protect your home or your business. Rhino Shield, 2 words, beautiful. It's unbelievable stuff if you ever want to do a deep dive into what they use with their coatings, and durable. Never chips, cracks, or peels. 25-year warranty. Unsightly mold, mildew, algae. Water intrusion? No, sir. From those crazy weather storms we get here in Northeast Florida. Fights that salt corrosion, Class A fire rating. And gang, that's all while saving you thousands compared to the cost of repainting over and over again. Look, we got 0% financing. We got new low pricing. Never been easier to paint your home with Rhino Shield. Here's what you do. Get that free estimate. That's right, free estimate today at rhinoshieldjax.com. That's rhinoshieldjax.com.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet love our community. That's right, we spread the love by giving back, and every year we give hundreds of thousands of dollars to our local community. Plus, we give all our customers lots of love, too. Every new vehicle purchase comes with a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, and every certified pre-owned vehicle comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile loving warranty. Plus, we give the most loving for your trade. Help us to continue to spread the love and head to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you and give back.
Feeling the chill or breaking a sweat in your own home? Call JTM Comfort Services. Father-son owned and veteran operated with 40 years experience to serve the Guggen Nation. JTM Comfort Services gets it right the first time, providing top-notch service, maintenance, and replacements for your heating and cooling needs. Get up to $1,300 back on a new system. Right now, get a free service call with any repair or replacement. Licensed and insured. Visit jtmcooling.com.
Your comfort is our name. Call my dad to keep you in the game.
Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, the Doobie Brothers. Tom Johnston, Michael McDonald, Pat Simmons, and John McPhee. The 2024 Tour. With special guest, the Robert Cray Band, live in Jacksonville. Performing at Daly's Place July 8th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. For more, visit thedoobieBrothers.com.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. By now, everyone has heard about saving money on their energy bills. There are all sorts of things you can do to cut energy costs, but most people don't think about their windows.
But Window World knows that the biggest energy loss in almost every home is the windows. There is more energy loss from old builder-grade windows than just about anything else in your home.
You can upgrade your heating and air, your appliances, that's good too. But before you do all that, upgrade your windows to Window World's energy-efficient windows.
Window World's windows are easy to clean, energy efficient, and have the best guarantee in the business.
Window World's slogan is simply the best for less, and we mean it. You get great American-made windows, and you get to keep more of your money when you buy from Window World. Need any more reasons to buy your windows from Window World? Call them today and set up your free in-home estimate, or go online to windowworldneflorida.com.
Window World.
Simply the best for less. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
This is Hayes Carline here to help you break free from the chains of pest infestation. The talk of this town is Kingfish Pest Control. By now, many of your neighbors have already joined the Kingfish Revolution, leaving their homes and lawns protected and pest-free. Now it's your turn. Call Kingfish Pest Control and say goodbye to termites, ants, mosquitoes, and other annoying pests. Trust me, you'll get exceptional service and understand why your neighbors and I use Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jaguars.
Mia O'Brien.
Fun-loving girl.
Weekdays on XL Primetime.
Likes to laugh. Lives to love. No dull moments tolerated.
Mia's quick hits are driven by Arlington Toyota on the video and social channels of 1010XL.
Do you have clicking, popping, swelling, or pain in your knee or shoulder? This can be due to arthritic changes in your joints. Over time, you have wear and tear of your cartilage. I am Dr. George Bari, and here at Bari Orthopedics, we have numerous ways to treat your arthritis, such as regenerative medicine, including PRP and joint replacements with CT guidance for accuracy down to the millimeter. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, call us for an appointment today, or log on to bariorthopedics.com. Find out more at bariorthopedics.com. That's BAHRI orthopedics.com.
Have you tried golfing at the improved Cimarron Golf Club? If you haven't, tell you what, you're missing out on the best deal in Jacksonville. Now, many of you have received a postcard in the mail, and of course, if you bring that with you, $45 plus tax to play. That includes a cart, lunch, and a beer at the brand new Stone Barrel Tap House. Now, go to the website, that is CimarronGolfClub.com, and sign up for the Wild One Loyalty Program. That's the Wild One Loyalty Program, and get all of these specials emailed to you from Cimarron.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, you spend a lot of time talking about diamonds, but what about some of the colored stones we see?
Frank, when you talk about colored stones, there are literally hundreds of varieties and species in the gem kingdom. As certified gemologists, we're trained gemologically on the identification of each of these and can separate the man-made synthetics and imitations from the real thing. But at Underwoods, we can go to the next step. At Underwoods, we're active buyers of loose-colored stones in the world markets, so we have an understanding of the values of colored stones as they relate back to the various qualities. In fact, just like diamonds, we buy most of our colored stones loose, then create the pieces of jewelry to hold the gems. You can be assured not only of the authenticity and quality of our colored stone jewelry, but also of the value. So if you're in the market for a fine quality emerald, sapphire, ruby, aquamarine, amethyst, citrine, tourmaline, peridot, or any other gemstone, come by and see us at Underwoods.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, Pross, I'm not going to play Who Am I, but it's a fun little game this weekend. As you know, being a fan now of the Blue Wave, my son plays for FSCJ. They went to South Carolina.
Sumter, some say.
Yeah, Sumter. And they got to meet a baseball legend up there who the field they played on was named for.
Okay.
And I did some, backlog work on it, and, man, what a wonderful life this man has had. Still going strong at the age of, here's a clue, 88 years old.
All right, so
looks great.
This is an old, probably played, and he was probably a manager.
Yeah.
A Major League Baseball manager.
Yeah, but better known as a player.
Better known as a player, but was he a manager?
I believe he was.
Is it like,
so what years would he have played if he's
Well, if he's 88 now, let me see. Let's go back, let's go back 50, let's go back 60 years, you'd be 28. So that would be 1960, what, 4?
Exactly. Perfect. So he's an 8-time All-Star.
Eight-time
All-Star.
Is it Frank Robinson?
No. That's a very good guess, though. Frank Robinson still with us?
I don't know. I was wondering that. I think we lost him. But he's kind of fit in that would be about 88.
Yeah.
I think we lost him because I remember we talked about it. That may have been even a while ago.
Okay. 8-time All-Star, 3-time World Series champion.
Okay. He's from South Carolina. So,
Frank's still with us.
Okay.
Shout out, Frank.
How old is he?
83.
Okay. Older than Frank Robinson.
Yeah, he's definitely from. This is his hometown because the field's named after him.
Yeah.
I just thought off
It's like
the field,
Duke Snyder. He's earlier than that.
Yeah, off the field, he's done some tremendous things as well, but probably
8-time All-Star. Infielder or outfielder?
He
American League, National League.
He ended a World Series. He was a 1960 World Series MVP.
1960. Mazeroski, is he from there?
Mazeroski's a good guess, but it wasn't him. He was not the World Series MVP.
Mazeroski was the 60 series, though,
yes,
wasn't
he
it?
was.
All right.
And he won a World Series with a catch.
Is
that
it
was that was the subject of
Kiner,
a
that's your
Peanuts
guy.
cartoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, 60 Pirates.
I didn't say Pirates.
Oh, they played the Yankees, I guess, that year?
Oh.
So it's a Yankee.
Yeah.
Not Willie Mays.
No.
He's
Mays
dead,
ain't-
yeah.
And a Yankee.
No, I know. I'm just thinking, that's who I think of with the catch in the Polo Grounds. It was New York. It
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
Yankees.
the Quartz.
No,
You may not know this. I don't know. I think you do, though.
I think I'll probably know the name.
1962, they beat the Giants.
Oh, he was that year's World Series. I thought you were saying, oh, okay.
But he made the catch to end the World Series. Willie McCovey was at the plate. He ripped a shot that was going to either win or tie the game. It was Game 7, and it went right to him, and he caught it and ended the World Series.
Bobby
Richardson.
Yeah, I know the name. Not,
You don't know
not
the
well
name?
enough. Yeah, not
Bobby
well
Richardson, 88 years old. He's gone into politics. Great Christian man. Bobby Richardson Field. He was there. Boys got to meet him. I mean, but I tried to be like, like for me, that's like I would be jealous of you getting to meet Bobby Richardson. That's a great thing. So that was cool. I thought that was.
that's way ahead of their time. They wouldn't know who that was.
No, they had no idea who Bobby. Well,
I
they
barely
probably knew he
did.
was a Yankee. Yeah, but he was second baseman, and there's a Peanuts cartoon where Linus and Charlie Brown. I think. What's our guys? What's the Peanuts? Give me his name.
Who? Linus?
No,
Charlie Brown?
No,
Charles Schultz?
Charles Schultz. Charles Schultz was a huge Giants fan.
Oh, okay.
So Peanuts. So Linus and Charlie Brown are sitting at the bench on a bench like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go to the next frame, and they're still sitting on the bench. And then they go to the next frame, and they're still sitting on the bench. And Chuck looks at Linus and says, or Linus says to Chuck, one or the other, why couldn't McCovey hit that ball 1 foot higher? You never saw that?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I have seen that.
Anyway, I thought that was cool.
Totally forgot that.
Yeah, I thought that was cool that, again, that's the great Bobby
I have an
Richardson.
interesting list here. It's a baseball list. Then we'll go to break, come back for the fourth and final hour. Let's
Okay.
keep the nasty out. It's a holiday.
It's a holiday.
It's not happening.
No, we're nasty. Nasty as we want.
It's an interesting list.
Amber Rose.
This is a list. This is a list. This is a list that the player can only appear once because it's the last player with a home run in their first career at bat for
Okay.
each MLB team.
Okay.
I knew mine.
Mm-hmm.
I remember mine.
Okay.
He came with great fanfare, so it stands out to me. I believe they
I think
played
I
the
know
Cubs that
mine
day.
who just did it.
Yeah, yours just did. I was going to say
Against you guys.
Yeah.
Brett Beatty.
Yeah, Brett Beatty, 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. That's good. That's what I was going to ask
the
you.
Braves. Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you know who I knew who yours was too because I remember that, but I don't know if I'd have known blind. I just seeing that I remember that. But
Okay.
Do you know who ours was? I'd say that this guy came with maybe the most hype as a Braves up and comer, even more hype than Acuna.
No, now I know because you told me.
Yeah.
Because it was opening day.
Yeah.
It was Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward.
Yeah.
Who had tremendous potential,
Yeah.
and to this day,
At
probably,
first I was going to go Francoeur.
Yeah.
But then when you said that it came with the hype, I remember that opening day. It might have been the Cubs they played. Was
Well,
it the
and
Cubs?
Francoeur may have done it too. I think he
Yeah.
did, but this is the most recent. Hayward did it in 2010.
Was it the Cubs?
It was the Cubs.
Yeah.
That I remember.
Yeah. It was opening day.
Yeah, it was opening day. First day,
Yeah.
his first at bat. He was
And
batting high in the order.
Wasn't he an Atlanta kid?
Yeah, Georgia kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was one of those East Cobb
He
kids.
had a big, and he right out of the gates, he lived up. And to this day, I'm not sure if Jason Hayward, the best part of his career weren't those first few years in
Had to
Atlanta.
be. Had to
Right?
be.
He was terrific.
He just.
And they saw something, Dan, because that's one of the first ones that started your
Yeah.
criticism of my guys trading good players. And they traded Hayward, and
Did Anthopoulos?
No, that was way back
Yeah.
with,
That
maybe
was the other guy who got fired for stealing the illegal play.
Capabella. I
Yeah.
think. All right. I don't know if it was him or if it was. No, I don't think it was him. It was the guy, the Cleveland guy that we had for a cup of coffee.
Hart.
Yeah, I think it was him that started that. And it turns out it was very, very shrewd.
Very shrewd. But he's a very well liked player.
There was
Jason Hayward hit a career high 27 home runs at 22 years old.
Rookie
in his
year.
Third year. No.
Oh, third year?
He hit 18, 14, 27. He batted 277, 227, 269.
His first year was great. Was he Rookie of the Year? Does it say?
I don't know.
What were his numbers his rookie year? 277?
1872 and 277.
Yeah, stolen bases? Not a
ton? Yeah, on-base percentage of 393, OPS 849, which was a career high.
Yeah, I was going to say, his best years were early.
And then he went to Chicago under that big deal, and they would have a different view of him.
Yeah.
Although, they still give him credit for helping him win their one World Series, bro. Right?
Yeah.
And now he spent a lot of time in Chicago. Now the Dodgers have him.
Yeah, he's also been with the Cardinals. He went back and forth with the Cardinals.
Yeah, 1 year with St. Louis.
Yeah.
Just one.
Feels like he was there longer than that.
Yeah.
By the way, the Braves at 2010 is one of the furthest back. There is one team here. This is funny.
Mm-hmm.
There is one team that has never had a player homer in their first career at bat with their team.
That's like the Mets never having the no-hitter until Johan. Who is it?
It's the Brewers.
Brew Crew.
Nobody ever has hit it. The A's is the oldest other than that in 1986. I think this guy may have become a manager. Terry Steinbach. Remember him?
Yeah,
catcher?
He was a catcher. Yeah. Wow, I like that. That's a fun category.
That's
Give me
a
a
lot.
couple more before we go to break.
All right, let me just Starling Marte, one of your guys, did it for the Pirates in 2012.
Shout out Starling. He's back and healthy. You better watch out.
Eddie Rosario, former Brave now, with the Twins in 2015. Great name. I remember this guy. I think he actually hit a bunch of homers, and I don't know what's happened to him, but remember this name from the Tigers, Akil Baddoo? Remember that? He was a big dude.
Yeah.
What happened to him? Is he still in the league? Is he with the Tigers?
He
still?
had a great start. But
right? Then he hit like
know.
10 home runs in 13 games, something stupid. Seth Beer, great name. And the last person to do it was Jason Dominguez. You don't even know who he plays for?
No.
September 2023.
Oh.
Jason Dominguez.
Cardinals.
Yankees. This is The Drill. It's a Monday morning quarterback. DivorceMenOnly.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Fans first.
I was born a Jags fan, and I'm Duval till I die.
Jaguars pride forever.
Duval!
1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
At Hodges Mazda, we are proud of our solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here. As your hometown Mazda dealer, our high customer service standards and our huge inventory of new and used cars provide our customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Our professional, non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And every vehicle purchased from Hodges Mazda comes with 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
This is Hayes Carlion for QC Kinetics. Are you sick and tired of achy joints? Look, you need to call QC Kinetics today. They've got 2 great locations, Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. Give them a call for a free consultation at 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. Look, the state of healthcare is always changing. It's evolving, and old ideas like steroids and surgery, they're no longer your only options. Regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics is transforming lives with innovative, non-surgical, drug-free treatments that deliver lasting results. Knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain, arthritis, injury. Don't let this pain keep you from living your best life. QC Kinetics advanced state-of-the-art treatments harness and direct your body's natural ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. Give them a call today, QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522.
Hey folks, Hicken here with Zero Res. Hopefully we'll start getting some warmer weather. Zero Res wants to warm up the prices. Hottest price of the year right now. 3 rooms of carpet clean and a 4th room free. That's right. 3 rooms of carpet clean for $147. The 4th room is on me. Google Zero Res and see what people are saying. How about Zero Res has more than 6,000 5-star reviews? Remember, February is the hottest price of the year for Zero Res. 3 rooms of carpet clean for $147, and the 4th room is free. Zero Res, man. You spell it forward, you spell it backwards. Zero Res, baby. It's the right way to clean.
Exciting news from All Pro Roofing. Effective right now, you can get an instant roof quote. Just click the Instant Roof Quote tab on their website. Whether you're in need of roofing, exterior siding, or windows, All Pro Roofing is your local partner for quality craftsmanship. Click the Instant Roof tab and voila! Get an instant quote. It's that simple. Click on the Instant Roof Quote tab today at allproroofingllc.com.
License number CCC 1327056.
CDC 060138.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Looking for affordable tires without sacrificing quality? Well, look no further than Big Chief Tire. Frank Frangie here. Whether you're preparing for travel or simply need a fresh set of wheels, they're rolling out fantastic deals on tires for all their valued customers. Visit the website at BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 today to schedule an appointment at any of their 5 locations. That's BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950.
Atlantic Self Storage, the official storage partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Garage getting too full with stuff? Need a place to park your boat or RV? Store it all at Atlantic Self Storage. Tons of locations in Northeast Florida. 24-hour access and month-to-month rental agreements. Moving? They can help with supplies. Heading to the Players? Look for the storage locker and free bag check at the Fan Gift Shop courtesy of Atlantic Self Storage. Go to AtlanticSelfStorage.com to find the location and move-in special closest to you.
Rick Ballou for Carlson Dental. You know, I've been telling you this for quite some time because it's true. I hate going to the dentist, or at least I used to hate going to the dentist. I had total anxiety, and then I tried sedation. Light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation as well for cavities and root canals. Folks, it's an incredible experience. So don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Go to CarlsonDentalGroup.com. That's CarlsonDentalGroup.com for all of your dental needs.
Bueller Air Conditioning presents Are You Cool?
Today's lucky contestant, a coffee filter repairman from Jacksonville Beach. Meet Dave Carvelis.
Great to be here, Pat.
No time for chit-chat, Dave. Here's your question. Your AC has been acting up. Do you A, ignore it and hope it gets better on its own? 2, take off all your clothes when you watch TV and hope that does the trick? Or C, call Bueller Air Conditioning?
Oh, jeez. I do like to sit around with no pants on.
5 seconds, Dave.
I'll say C. Call Bueller.
That's right, Dave. A quick call to Bueller will have our expert AC technicians at your door, usually the same day, to make sure that you are cool.
Can I still watch the game with no pants on?
It's America, Dave. Knock yourself out.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Gators defeated the Bulldogs in the second half. Head coach Todd Golden says defending the three-point shot was major in securing the win.
Because that was a big reason why they came back against us in the second half at our place. We just did not guard the three well enough.
In area collegiate sports, the Jacksonville men's basketball team fell to Queens University of Charlotte in what was the final road game of the Dolphins' regular season. North Florida men's basketball completed a season sweep over Kennesaw State as Chaz Lanier hit the game-winning and won to lift the Ospreys to the victory on Friday night. And Saturday, Edward Waters got shot down by the Savannah State University Tigers. Saturday afternoon, Florida fell to the Duke Blue Devils. Despite losing by 9, head coach Leonard Hamilton felt the defense was strong.
I really got to take my hat off to Duke because there were times when I thought that we really had them defended pretty well.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:09, it's 46 degrees. Time and temp. Brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Gookin Nation. It's another hour with Duval's Big Dogs of Sports Media. Dan Hicken.
Yes.
Jeff Prosser.
Blah, blah, freaking blah.
And E to the T.
E.T. is the GOAT producer.
Now, let me clear up a fact there from yours truly. Frank Robinson did pass away in 2019, so R.I.P. Frank. I wish you were still here, though. Frank Robinson was a great player, MVP in the American League and the National League.
Yeah, very.
I don't know how many have done that. Maybe no one else. Has anyone ever done that?
MVP in both?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'd have to. Did Griffey Jr. maybe?
I don't know.
McGuire maybe? No, I don't know.
Not many.
Yeah.
Just 5 players have won an MVP award with 2 franchises. Bryce Harper, so it was both national. A-Rod, Yankees, Rangers. Barry Bonds, Giants, Pirates. Frank Robinson, Orioles, Reds. Jimmy Fox, Red Sox, A's. Only Frank. The other 4 were in the same league. So, pretty impressive stuff right there. Was a great player, Frank Robinson. Welcome back to the program.
Did you see Rick Pitino, by the way, in his?
Yeah, I you know what?
Did you have a problem with that? I thought that was kind of weak, man.
This is what I think. Okay, because it's funny you bring that up.
He basically said, "I've never
been more miserable
in my life. I've never not enjoyed coaching basketball like this year.
They can't move laterally.
My team can't guard anybody. They're nice guys. They listen, but they don't hear. Right. Or they hear, but they don't listen. Whatever the cliche is. But
I'm going to say this.
This is a quote from Rick Pitino after his team blew a 10-point lead and lost to Seton Hall yesterday.
Yeah.
Quote, "This has been the most unenjoyable experience I've had since I've been coaching."
He said he had more fun with the Celtics where he didn't win.
If I said I was disappointed, that would be an understatement of the year. Our lateral quickness and our toughness is just something I've never witnessed in all my years of coaching.
Yeah.
We are so non-athletic. We can't guard anybody without fouling. And really, it's not about losing, even winning. When I watch the film, I see unathletic plays. I see people that don't handle the ball, that are just interested in taking quick shots. It's been a disappointing year. They had a lead at halftime, 12-pointer, and then scored just 4 points in the first 12 minutes, and a team that entered yesterday with at least some bubble hope.
They could have used Walter Clayton Jr.
Yeah, he chose Florida rather than following Pitino from Iona.
Yes, but I'll say this. I think Rick, and again, everybody can make fun all they want. I think Rick Pitino's the best basketball coach in the country.
I think he's one of the best of all
And
time.
I would take him in a New York minute at any program that I rooted for. So
now, he's old. They're
he's
probably
old.
talking mid-70s at this point.
But again, I'm tired of the ageism, bro. As a 60-year-old, I mean, they did Belichick dirty.
Yeah, no,
they do
I
these
get
guys.
you.
They get these
It's
guys.
just-
They say, it's passed them by. No,
I don't think it's for even Belichick and Pitino. I don't think it's for now. It's just a lot of times when you get a coach, you have it in 10 years. You'd like to, ideally.
Well,
So that's
get 5. I'll take 5 good. See what happens.
We lost the left-hander this weekend too.
Yeah, lefty.
I remember lefty Drizel best for we had a little portion of. Gosh, what was it ASUN then? I don't know the conference that JU was in then. But we had these old saws that were the coaches at these schools. Remember Wimp Sanderson, Lefty Drizel, Hugh Durham here for JU. There was a portion of, again, I don't know if it was ASUN they were in then or what conference it was at the time. But yeah, we had these like really accomplished previously in their careers basketball coaches. And Lefty Drizel, a Hall of Famer, died over the weekend. I think he's the only coach to win 100 games with 4 different teams.
4 tournaments. He took 4 schools to 4 tournaments. Lefty Drizel was a heck of a dude, man.
Here's the interesting.
He's most remembered though because of Lenny Bias and what happened with Lenny and that.
I don't know how he gets blamed for that.
Well, no, I don't think anybody blamed him.
But you associate him.
Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing here's the unknown fact about Lefty Drizel. As far as a major deal in sports, he started Midnight Madness. He was first coach to bust him out at midnight on the first day of practice and make it a big deal.
He's a showman. Lefty was a showman.
For sure.
92.
That big draw, that big slow draw, he was very, very well liked and appreciated.
Also, friend of the program, Globe columnist, Boston Globe columnist Dan Shaughnessy had heart surgery. He's resting at home, but he's out for a while. But anyway, he wrote a couple books that we really enjoyed. Give it a read.
We had him on the air.
That's what I said. He's a friend of the program. That's how you get to be a friend of the program. If you come on the show, you're a friend of the program, like Denny Quaid, like, unfortunately, Kevin Spacey. Those types of guys have been on this very program.
Kevin Spacey has been on the program.
Mitt Romney, not on the program. Ball's fault.
Yeah.
Kool and the Gang, not on the program. E's fault.
Will Ferrell not on the program, Baselli's fault. When we first took Tony years ago, he promised Will Ferrell because his brother was a fraternity brother, Will Ferrell. He said, "I'll get you Will Ferrell." So we paid him, mucho bucks, a lot of money, more than he deserved.
Yes,
and we brought him in, and yet he did not deliver Will Ferrell as promised. I had to get on a plane, ET, fly all the way to California, and get Will Ferrell myself for us.
Dang.
A lot of people don't know Ron Burgundy gave us a shout-out right here on the very program.
Text line, I'm absolutely floored that Dan didn't know who Jason Dominguez played for. I mean, that is a compliment, given his vast knowledge of baseball. He was a top prospect in 2019, and the hype for him had been through the roof. His homer came off Verlander. He's been out, hurt, and needed Tommy John surgery. Yeah, I forgot. Now that you've reminded me, I do remember him, but no,
I remember
it.
In my head. The only reason I remember it, and I don't remember.
Well done.
I don't remember those details.
Yeah,
I remember the 2 S's in Jason. I always thought was. I remember seeing that name at some point, whether it was back when the Yankees drafted him or however it worked. So, I'm ready for baseball though. I'm ready to. I need some. I can only go so long
we
here.
start,
Dan.
Preseason exhibition games this weekend.
Doesn't do it for me. Can't watch them. I'm ready for real baseball, and the reason is, Dan, I can't. I got to have some sports, man. I need some sports, dude. It's rough. Especially this weekend with no basketball because of the, I watch NBA. I'm not like a lot of people. I watch that stuff. I like to pass some time watching.
Well, and I've got my hockey, so.
Yeah, you have your hockey. That matters.
That was big for me yesterday. I was like, and listen, with the 500 being postponed until today, 4 o'clock on Fox 30, if you want to watch it, I was thrilled to watch the Rangers-Islanders. So the Rangers score. It was a great game in this respect. If you like hockey, I mean, this, by the way, our friend Moose from here in Jacksonville, Moose was up at the game. Shout out to the Moose, man. Moose, big Jag fan. If you're a Jaguar fan and you go to the TV shows, you probably know the Moose. But anyway, shout out to the Moose. But anyway, Rangers-Islanders, 79,000 at MetLife, right?
79,000 for a hockey game.
Oh, yeah. And the night before, the Flyers and Devils played. Same thing.
Is hockey as popular as basketball up there? Who's more popular, the Rangers or the Knicks? Knicks?
I haven't been there in so
long.
There
is a Northeast flavor that we don't appreciate when it comes to, just like up there, they don't appreciate what college football is to us.
It's pro sports up there. But anyway, Rangers score a goal in the first minute, all right? Then they they just brought up this cat who's 6'8", and he's making his NHL debut for the Rangers.
Is he the long-haired guy they kept showing or no?
They may have. They had the face-off, okay, for after the first goal, and the dude and this other dude from the Islanders dropped the gloves, and I mean, they're haymaking, throwing haymakers.
They bring the 6'8" guy just to fight?
Yeah, I don't think so. But anyway, they're fighting. So he goes off the ice, and then I'm watching the game, and I'm doing stuff on the computer, and it was bang, bang, bang. 3 goals. Islanders up 3-1. And I'm like, oh, good gracious, can we just get one back? And then we get close, and then they get ahead. Get close. So now it's 5-3. There's 4 minutes to go. Rangers out of power play. I'll give Peter Lavalette credit. He pulls the goalie. They go 5-on-3. So they got a 2-man advantage, which means you can get the puck if you shoot it. They must have shot 20 shots at that Islanders goal, and Kreider finally deflected one. Well, then they get a kind of a cheap penalty, but we'll take it, where Lafreniere got tripped, and so they peppered him again, and man, Mika scored again
in the last couple of minutes.
In the last 4 minutes, they scored 2, and then they went overtime, and the puck, they tried to clear the puck, and the bread man knocks the puck down, and Panarin, and the 2 guys knock into each other and knock the goal out as he's shooting it in.
Somewhat cheated.
Nah, it's counted. It's a good goal.
I'm glad this is believe it or not.
I threw a fist pump and jumped up and yelled.
I thought that you would. When I saw the Sports Center highlights this morning, I said, I bet you did just that.
Oh, it was terrific.
Because I got to be honest, I gave up on the game. And this is what I was going to say, and this is outside my nature, and some in the audience may find this hard to believe, but I'm not a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a piler-oner, a trash talker. Like I very rarely just hit people up when their teams lose. Like some people are more like that than others. You're like that. Mr. Tin's like that. Other people are. But like if I got no dog in the fight, I'm not all of a sudden going to text Hicken, nice job by the Rangers today. But when they were down 4-1 or 5-1, I I almost threw you a text. I said, I decided to watch hockey. Boy, I did. But then I said, I don't care.
I'll tell you how bad I am.
So I didn't do it.
I'll tell you how bad I am. As
that kind of fan?
Yeah, I'll give you a perfect example. Yesterday,
I had plenty of them. Thank you, though.
Yeah. Yesterday, I'm flipping through the telly, and I come to this SEC women's game on SEC Network.
Okay.
Florida, Kentucky.
Nice. Who won?
Florida's got a lead at Rupp. And so I take a little picture and I send it to Kentucky Jeff.
All we do is win at Rupp.
I say, hey, about to sweep a couple at Adolph Rupp Arena.
Oh, no.
And, of course, Gator's lost. But that numbskull doesn't even know it because he doesn't pay attention like
so
most
he thinks
of us
you got
don't.
him. Yeah.
So
right.
He gave me the slap the face emoji and never responded again because hopefully he doesn't know. And I quietly didn't respond back that, hey, oh, by the way, we lost that game.
Yeah, don't do it.
But
there's a column on CBS Sports here, and you disagree. You said you watched It's Okay. I would tend to agree with this headline.
They're killing the All-Star game.
NBA's All-Star game has become unwatchable, and it also might be unfixable.
Yeah.
They shot 160-something three-pointers. I say it's just not basketball, Dan. And
but I know that going in.
I'd be mad,
like,
though.
Was there any talk?
Why does it have to be that way? Why do we allow these guys to change it?
Yeah,
why? The guys are making more money than ever. They sit out longer than ever. They're ruining the league. This is the era of load management, three-pointers, sit out, money, no defense. It's just the players don't care. They don't want to get hurt. They just want to get paid, and they want to shoot threes and priss and promenade all up and down the court. The Larry Bird, Adam Silver begged them to try. Begged them. For months, they've been stressing the importance of having a competitive product for All-Star Weekend. Silver doubled down in the telecast Sunday night, declaring, quote, I think we're going to see a good game.
Yeah, that was bad.
And then it went 211, 186. The East shot 97 three-pointers, Dan. Let that sink in. In 48 hours, they shot more than 2 3-point, shot more than 2 a minute. That's all they did. And so in the post-game trophy presentation, Silver took at least a little shot. And to the Eastern Conference All-Stars, you scored the most points. Well, congratulations. It's just this era of and I don't understand this either, Hick. I mean, honestly, I feel like, you know how, like, my friends that are into politics, they're great conspiracy theorists. There's cabals that run the world. There's this, there's that. They do this to do that. They're killing the food chain. They're shutting down this. Global warming, not global warming. Right? If there was a conspiracy theory in sports, it would be this. Why are the sports trying to kill their popularity through TV? The only thing that's changed in TV ratings, Dan, is the start times for the televised games. It's the only thing that's changed.
I don't think so. I think there are a lot more options.
What options yesterday?
Well, movies. Netflix.
Yeah, that gets old, dude. That was a good argument for a while. You get those options are available all the time. If sports were compelling and on at a time that you weren't.
There was a time where we had 4 channels. So now we have 400.
Okay, I get all that, but it was not the 4-channel days that Michael Jordan was getting a 27.
Yeah, but they didn't have what they have now.
Bro, I think that there is a big.
Back then, they used to go to the movie theater. Nobody goes to the movie theater.
You think anybody's
anymore.
going to the movies at 8:45 on Sunday night?
Yeah. Oh, no, not now.
Yeah.
Nobody goes. They watch it. They watch TV.
You think they're watching movies last night at 8:45?
Yes.
Do you think they'd be watching movies at 2 o'clock?
I bet a lot of our listeners right now, if you did a quickie poll, said, how many of you watched the NBA All-Star Game, you're going to find that
you're missing my point.
Not many.
My point is this, and I don't know it's true, but I'm willing to suggest that if you played the game at 3, more people would watch it. It's the middle of Sunday afternoon. It's dark in the north. It's cold.
I don't know.
Why would you play it at 8:45?
I don't think they're that. I think this is you talking about what works best for you.
No, that's not true, man.
I think that you're wrong.
Why?
Because they're not that stupid. They want.
They are.
I don't think so. They're going to get the best available rating. We just had a record amount of people watch the Super Bowl.
Dan,
and you sit there and say, move it to Saturday.
No.
That's dumb.
Why
would you if you got a record amount of people?
That game doesn't fall into the parameters that I'm talking about.
Okay, well, again, like you'll talk about the Daytona 500, which they would have run yesterday at 3:30, 4 o'clock, as opposed to you want to run it at high noon.
Well, that's out of tradition, though. That's not. I'm talking about placing your games where they're less likely to watch it. You're less likely to watch the NBA. You're less likely to watch the NBA Finals at 9:30 than you are at 5:30.
I don't know, man. You got the West Coast. You're taking that into account as well.
I guess those things were all into account when
a lot of people live out there.
They were churning out 27 ratings, 32 ratings.
I just don't believe TV executives are that stupid.
I do.
I think they
leagues and executives are dumb.
I think they know where to put
this is where and because of that, this is where our conspiracy comes in. They're trying to kill sports.
One other thing, and a text line shout out, Sports Knowledge, very good. The guy who started the fight, or the guy who took the ass beating from the Ranger yesterday, is a dude named Matt Martin, plays for the Islanders, whose father-in-law is Norman Julius Esiason. Boomer, who also, this guy's married to Boomer's daughter, Sydney, and Boomer is a huge Ranger fan. So kind of fun in that respect. Hopefully they talked about it on The Fan this morning, how his son-in-law got his ass beat by the Ranger rookie. So just thought I'd throw that in.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I love it's not basketball with her, but the combination, like I would expect, I'm gonna be in agreement with that column. The NBA All-Star Game is it's unwatchable and it may be insalvageable. I don't know how anyone can watch him fire up 168 three-pointers be considered entertaining.
Yeah.
No defense. It's like watching warm-up drills.
Yeah.
The whole game. It's just. Yeah, I don't know what you can do. I don't know what you can do to save it at this point. They're not going to try. They make too much money. This is the era of basketball. These are the players that killed basketball. Their selfishness, their greed, their lack of work ethic. They got no competition. They take games off. They sit at the end of the bench and drink wine. Your best player in the league has been caught sitting on the end of the bench drinking wine while the game's going on.
E, that's your guy.
That's fair.
E, comment.
Back spasms.
Back spasms.
As we head to break, our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day. Best sports thing I saw this weekend. Golden 4-0 against UGA White is your winner, 43%. Hideki 62, 33%. Steph versus Sabrina, 14.5%. Rangers come back outside 9%. We'll come back and do some fun stuff when we return right here on The Drill.
The great thing about live sports, you never know what's going to happen.
Oh, how did he pull that off?
Get the most live play-by-play on 1010XL. The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hey, Hicken here. When it comes to your eye health, you want to make the winning move. That's where Bow 9 Associates comes into play. February is the month of love. And what better way to show some love than by taking care of your family's vision? Bow 9 isn't just about seeing clearly. They're about making sure your eye game is in its prime. And folks, not one, not two, but 3 convenient locations across town. You know what we like to call that? The home court advantage. So call Bow 9 Associates and schedule your winning eye exam. You know what Bow 9 Associates do? They keep the First Coast focused.
Men, are you suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE? The medical providers at Prime Men's Medical Center offer breakthrough treatments that eliminate problems in the bedroom without pain or surgery. 98% of men see instant results on their first office visit. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Prime Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough medical treatments that eliminate ED and PE. Men are even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
But that's not all. For a limited time only, call Prime Men's Medical Center now, and your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 904-664-8217. 904-664-8217. That's 904-664-8217.
This is Daytona, the heart of racing, the soul of speed, and the only place in Florida to witness the adrenaline-pumping, awe-inspiring spectacle of Supercross. Daytona Supercross, where champions are made, legends are born, and the biggest names battle it out under the lights at the world center of racing. Don't miss it. The gate drops Saturday, March 2nd. Secure your tickets and trackside access today at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Toilet or shower not draining? Water bill high? So many issues you want to cry? Call Mr. Rooter of Jacksonville. Have your number 2 business serviced by your number 1 plumber. Let us do your dirty work. Call us today.
Smoke and carbon monoxide detectors are 2 of the best life-saving investments for the safety of your family. Mr. Sparky will install the best unit for your home.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Your on-time electrician, Mr. Sparky of the First Coast.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
A big win for the Florida Gators.
Get inside the Gators with the Florida Gator Report.
I'm Taylor Dahl, and I'm your Gator updater. Listen for the Gator Report several times a week on 1010XL.
Brought to you by Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Dave Benyon with Zero Res. As the temps outside are warming up, so is Zero Res. Right now, it's the hottest price of the year. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for only $147, and the 4th room is free. That's right, the 4th room is on me. Google Zero Res and see what people are saying. Zero Res has over 6,000 5-star reviews. Remember, February is the hottest price of the year for Zero Res. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for $147, and the 4th room is free. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
Calling all poker enthusiasts. Get ready for the thrill of the Run Good Poker Series, landing at Best Bet Jacksonville from March 14th to the 24th. Brace yourself for 10 action-packed poker events, including the $1,200 no-limit hold'em main event with an incredible $300,000 guaranteed prize pool. Plus, don't miss out on event number 1, the $400 no-limit hold'em tournament, featuring a $100,000 guarantee. Win your entry through exciting satellites starting March 2nd. Visit bestbetjacks.com for tournament structures and all the details. Don't miss your chance to play your hand in the Run Good Poker Series. See you at Best Bet Jacksonville.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah! Oh, we had a great show today, man. Kind of got to settle into, no more football. Of course, the NFL never ends. One of my pet peeves, I get it all the time from people, and I'm okay with it. I get it. What are you going to do with all the downtime? No downtime in sports, man. Sports never ends. It may not be football, so a lot of people don't see it as football and non-football, but the NFL has become the biggest. They're a billion-dollar entity for a reason. They never go away. The Combine is like next week. So it never ends, peeps.
Yeah.
And we just keep going. And I love it. I love baseball. I love college baseball. I love March Madness. I love, when your teams are good in the NHL and the NBA, you have hope. That's fun. I mean, it's a great time of the year, man. Great time of the year. So, with that said, though.
Can I ask you a question real quick? Are we trending? Is that what we're doing?
No, we're doing New York City
Okay,
headlines.
before we do the headlines.
Damn right we are.
Can you, one thing that's really hard, I can imagine, Dan, we're old. We have a lot of experience, so we're probably less prone to just outright confusion. It'd be confusing to be a young person with the messages that society and groups and others send you. We live in a world, all right, where discrimination is awful arbitrary, all right? Like, we worry so much about giving people their proper, opportunities that, college sports literally let a dude swim as a dude one year and as a girl the next, lest we, impinge on their freedom.
Okay.
Yet, Manny Pacquiao can't box in the Olympics because he's 45 years old.
Why not?
Because of an age limit.
Age limit?
Hey, IOC, I don't know what century y'all are still operating in, but perhaps you've seen some of the elite athletes in the world still doing their thing at 40, 45. Do the Philippines have a better boxer to offer up? I would say if they don't, then 45-year-old Manny Pacquiao should absolutely be allowed to fight in the Olympics. By the way, the 40-year-old age restriction is only for boxing. Manny Pacquiao, former world champion, will not be allowed to compete in these Summer Olympics. Pacquiao has been retired since 2021, was trying to compete at 45 at the upcoming games in Paris. The IOC sent a letter to the Philippines denying the exemption that caps the age limit for boxers at 40. That limit was raised from 34 in 2013. I mean, you can literally look at the top of professional boxing, right? Didn't Floyd fight into his 40s, E?
Believe so.
Or at least late 30s. George Foreman was darn near almost 50.
Oh, he's in his 50s, I think.
Yeah, so I just don't understand how, again, we're going to allow men to compete with women, but we're not going to allow an old man to compete with men. Make it make sense, E. All right, let's get some New York City headlines brought to you by Pet Paradise. Boy, forget about these imitators and go with the innovators. Pet Paradise and petparadise.com. Everything you need, and they are all over the place.
Actual headlines from New York City periodicals. Here we go. Putin killed Alexei.
Well, we kind of knew that. That's hardly headline material.
Charles Barkley's homeless crooks evisceration of San Francisco sets off NBA star.
Yeah. Which one? Oh, Draymond? Yeah, you told us
that joke was so funny.
Yeah, Charles is right, man. That's a Leeds. There's the perspective from Leeds, Alabama. Front porch in Leeds, Alabama.
Convicted felon who shot dead newlyweds in sports bar admits he killed them for less than $150.
So it was a hit, huh? What kind of hit? What kind of, who does a hit for $150? You can't even get a tank of gas in some vehicles.
Powerball winner Edwin Castro takes mystery woman for ride in new Porsche.
I think he can take a lot of mystery rides if he wants. At least he remembered. Did you see the story here locally? The dude's never claimed the Powerball?
Dang.
Oh, I did see
that.
I don't know what happened there. Ready for it? Taylor Swift reveals a major change for her upcoming Eras Tour concerts. Quote, does that sound okay?
Yeah, the major changes, there'll no longer be a seat reserved for Travis.
Dang.
One killed, 5 wounded in shooting at Waffle House in Indianapolis.
Yeah, Waffle House seems like a prime suspect if there's a shooting at a place.
Here's how much Travis spent on lavish Valentine's Day gifts for Taylor.
I don't care. Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Oh, he cut a check.
It's just a headline, right? That's great. This poor sap. Gosh, you puppy dog sap. That tongue going to be so bruised after you step on it following her around for the next 6 months before she says, I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling it. We'll have to go in another direction. Be sure to listen to my next song.
Picture perfect. Joe Manganiello goes Instagram official with Caitlin O'Connor 7 months after Sofia Vergara split.
I'm so unhip.
Hey, Sophie.
I'm so unhip because he probably saw how she looked in that Griselda and said, and I'll take a pass.
She didn't want to have kids, I think.
I don't. Here's how unhip I am. I saw both those names. I couldn't picture either one of them. I've heard the names.
Sophie.
No, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about these two that you just mentioned.
Know that. I don't either.
I don't know who Joe Manganiello
on turf, Rangers deliver electric signature moment in Stadium Series.
You had to get that in again, didn't you? Had to get that in. We just talked about that 3 minutes ago.
Nightmare discovery. Dad, girlfriend arrested after kids' bodies found in concrete suitcase. Boy was missing for 6 years.
I don't know what's wrong with people, man. You can't kill these people slow enough, Hick. You can't bleed them out in the town square, man.
Family planning, Jesse James Decker welcomes fourth baby after husband Eric's vasectomy refusal.
No snip for me.
Yeah. Well, I've, of course, spent time with the two of them.
Pizza Hut manager killed by coworker over $7,000 inheritance check in eatery's kitchen.
Sometimes you need more than the headline. There could be a lot going on there.
Reddit relationship drama goes viral as woman ditches date who lied to her about his age.
I'm tired. I've determined Reddit is terrible advisors giving terrible advice. That's what Reddit is. Reddit is for people that don't have friends to bounce things off of.
Runa Mary is pregnant, expecting baby number 2 with Joaquin Phoenix.
I saw the Joker recently. I had not seen that before. He is an odd dude, bro.
Very odd.
You'd be proud of me, though.
Yeah.
You would be proud of me. I locked into a movie that I've never seen in full. One of those that you guys always look at me like, oh, my God, you're crazy, and slap your forehead.
What was it?
I'd seen parts of it. I'm not going to say that I'd not seen parts of it.
Which one?
In fact, I figured out how I've only seen parts of it.
Rocky.
Wedding Crashers. I've now got it. Yeah, it's now fully in here.
Movie.
I've seen the whole Wedding Crashers movie now. So it was
good.
Yeah, it was funny. It reminded me of a good, Ferrell was in it, actually, but it reminded me of a good Ferrell movie back in the day.
Meatloaf, Ma!
Yeah, Meatloaf.
Ma!
Now, Ma!
Get the meatloaf down here!
Yeah, so it's kind of off-putting in some of the storylines, but yeah, I thought it was funny. It's one
Him
of
at the funeral is classic.
Yeah, it's one of Mrs. P's favorite movies.
Oh.
And now I can remember why I've seen parts of it. I think we were like on a vacation years ago, and like it was on in the hotel, and I was like half sleeping after probably drinking too much Uncle Tito's on the beach. Just saying, that's a good way to go.
Yeah.
Little vacation, little beach, go down, you hang out, maybe have 1.5 too many Tito's, go up, take a little nap. Life's good.
Life's good.
This is The Drill, trending, brought to you by Pet Paradise. Introduce you to Jaguars today. Next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
I am just a figment of your imagination.
1010XL. 1010XL.
Save big at Key Buick GMC with up to $10,500 off all new Buick Enclaves, up to $10,000 off new Buick Envisions. Receive really low APR rates like 0.9% APR financing for 36 months, 4.9% for 48 or 60 months, and 5.9% APR for up to 72 months. Come see the new 2024 Buick Envista in stock and ready to deliver. That's Key Buick GMC on the corner of Southside and Gate, or go to our website, keybuickgmc.com.
Well, I'd like to think that you know this already, and I sure hope you have experienced it if you're a pet owner. Because if you're a pet owner, there is only one place that gets you the peace of mind that you want, and it's a perfect name. It's Pet Paradise. It's the ultimate home away from home for your four-leg family member. Whether your pet prefers a splash in the pool or just making new friends, Pet Paradise's team of pet lovers now, pet-loving pros, going to ensure the most important pet in your world has a great visit, whether it's day camp or an overnight stay. Oh, by the way, inside these ultra-modern facilities, dotting the First Coast, I believe 8 or 9 locations now, it's always any and everything you need under one roof. They have professional grooming services, veterinary services with New Day Veterinary Care. At Pet Paradise, it's top shelf customer service and treatment for that member of your family, that four-legged member of your family. So go to Pet Paradise right now. Book an appointment. Find out what they're all about at petparadise.com.
Have you been dreaming of enhancing your living space with top-quality custom windows and doors? Now is the perfect time to make that dream a reality with Renewal by Andersen. Right now, buy 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires February 29th and restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud to be the official window and door replacement partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com.
License number CGC 1527613.
You know, many plumbers won't quote prices over the phone and instead charge a service fee for an in-home estimate. Of course, because they know once they're in your home, you're probably not going to send them away. But Roland Reach Plumbing is different. Roland will give you a price quote over the phone. And there's never a trip charge or service fee for an estimate. So if you've got a leak and can't wait a week and don't like paying unnecessary fees, call on Roland Reach Plumbing at plumbingjacksonville.com.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On February 19, 2006, in the 55th NBA All-Star Game, the East beats the West 122-120. The MVP, LeBron James.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Here's Ben and John Lupo, owners of Beards Diamonds.
It's funny, my dad has sold people engagement rings, and now I'm selling their kids engagement rings and anniversary gifts and birthday gifts.
We're blessed with the relationships we've built over the years.
Check out our full inventory at beardsdiamonds.com.
Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center.
Pross, I'm thinking about changing my name.
Again? You're already the media mogul, the straw that stirs the drink, the Duke of Pablo Bay. Now what?
Refer to me as Dreamfinders Danny Hicken.
What in the blazes? Is this a cash grab?
No, it's just that I believe so much in Dreamfinders Homes. 20 locations in Northeast Florida, official home builder of Jags and Gators. Great opportunity for first-time homeowners.
All right. Dreamfinders Danny it is.
Did I mention the lowest interest rates you can find? Visit dreamfindershomes.com. Now let Dreamfinders Danny celebrate through the majesty of song. Dreamfinders,
brother.
I believe they will build your home just right.
The First Coast Games is an annual corporate challenge to introduce fun activities into the workplace and focus on your employees' health and wellness goals, with some friendly competition, of course. Registration is now open through the First Coast YMCA for both recreational and challenge divisions, including pickleball, cornhole, volleyball, flag football, and other team sports. The games will begin in March. Register your company and teams at fcymca.org.
After years of discomfort, it's like I'm alive again.
Sonia Hackett talks about how QC Kinetics changed her life.
QC Kinetics has given me my quality of life back.
Before QC Kinetics, Sonia suffered from horrible knee and back pain stemming from a car accident.
I was wearing knee braces just to try to maneuver around.
Sonia hated the idea of pain meds, and surgery seemed too risky, so she turned to the local medical professionals at QC Kinetics, the leaders in advanced regenerative medicine.
That consultation just changed my life. I can do the treadmill, everything. I don't have anything holding me back. The quality of life is pain-free. QC Kinetics has made us very happy.
Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today.
I'm going to get emotional again. They are like family members to me. They care.
Call QC Kinetics now.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Yo, this is Tony from Tony D's. Are you looking for a great slice of pizza? Well, we have about 12 varieties. Most places won't have slices of pizza after lunch. At Tony D's, you can get a slice all day. It's always fresh at Tony D's Pizza. Bay Meadows and 295.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 2-minute drill, brought to you by Tire Outlet. Tire Outlet is now hiring. Visit tireoutlet.com/careers. Equal opportunity employer.
Good morning. How are you? Doing well. Got a Monday at Jaguars today in the off season. What do you guys got cooking?
It is President's Day.
It is.
And so our question of the day today asking which 4 Jacksonville Jaguars belong on the team's current Mount Rushmore.
Oh.
Being the 4 most important players on the team, including pending free agents. So you can include.
So you pick 4 of them. You're not counting the guys in the past.
Correct.
Okay.
Current players. So
current players who would be
we'll
on.
allow you to include Josh Allen, on that list. By saying guys that even may be free agents this offseason, you can include those guys if you want.
I like that.
On that list.
I like that. Should be a fun show. You got a lot cooking.
What happens if I only have 2?
Well, paint the logo, put Jackson DeVille up there. I don't know.
They put Peterson up. I don't know. He doesn't exactly deserve it, but yeah. Actually, what if I got 1? Let's just put a statue of Josh Allen up and call it a day.
I watched a little bit of the
See the Washington or Lincoln, though.
I watched a little bit of the Eagles Super Bowl yesterday against the Patriots. Again, remember I've been telling Pross a lot. I've been reminded about a lot of things. It's 5.5 minutes ago. The Eagles are on their own 40. They're down a point. 4th and 1. You know what Doug's doing. He went for it. And, I mean, they came after Foles. Yeah. And he just got off a throw to Ertz, who was like a half a yard pass. I mean, it was a tight play.
Yeah.
And it worked. And they went and scored, and then they got the fumble and the field goal, and they ended up winning. But
yeah, that's what he's going to do. It
Tom Brady
backfired this year.
Jeff, and guys, you remember this, but you forget things. But Tom Brady in the second half of that game, 3 75-yard drives.
Mm-hmm.
And then
he
got
had
the
like
ball.
470 throwing, didn't he, that day? Or
Yeah,
something?
he had an unbelievable amount.
Like
And then
more than Foles.
Yeah, and then he got the ball back with plenty of time.
Yeah.
And Brandon Graham knocked the ball out of his hands, and they got it, and that was basically all she wrote.
Yeah,
but
it's, Mike and I have discussed it from time to time. We
Yeah.
don't focus on it. But,
Uh-huh.
Throughout this season, especially when the going for it backfired on
Yeah.
the team,
Yeah.
those moments, and I've said it on the show,
Yeah.
when the time is done for Peterson in Jacksonville, this
Yeah.
is going to be what fans point to.
Yes.
Is he's too aggressive on fourth
Yes.
down. This is the thing that the fans are going to go,
But
"We're
he would
tired
not.
of it.
I don't think he would have
Can't
won the
take it
Super Bowl
anymore."
without going for it on fourth
That's
and
a little
5 and a
different.
half.
It's how you
could
win
have
big,
justified
too.
punt. You
Yeah.
had the
I get it.
timeouts.
I
You
get
just got to
it.
stop them. But you
But
hadn't stopped them. They'd gone 75, 75, 75.
You're facing the goats.
Yeah.
Like you said, they've been going.
Yeah.
That's a little different than up 6-0 second quarter against the Chiefs, right?
Kick the field goal.
Right. Get your points. Be smart here. So.
But it was interesting just to see that.
Oh, for sure.
And
It's who
see
he
Doug.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also gave Frank Reich a big old hug after the game. You can tell that those guys are close. So it's
No
just
doubt.
fun to go back and look at his path and his memories of that game. We'll have a great show.
Thank you.
Mike and Tony are getting ready. It's Jaguars today. It comes up here momentarily. Our work on a Monday, a holiday, is complete.
It's a holiday, apparently.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, shout out to all you 1010XLers. Have a great day. That'll do it for us.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
1010XL.